What is good? What is good? Okay, it's been a difficult day. Been a difficult day. We handicapped the sprint very, very well and don't have money to show for it. I did hit a little bit of money on my $15 across the board bet, but lost the $50 bet I made with my local, and we capped it appropriately. We left Dre Fong out of it, and it's very disappointing. I guess you guys can see my face like that. I fucking okay. So this is a situation. Now is the time to make some fucking cash, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some fucking cash right now. Hopefully. One thing about when you take a pick four is that you don't have to make bets anymore during the race. It actually is a bit of a cash saver because I don't need to bet on this race, even though I love World Approval and I have a $50 on World Approval with my local, and I watched World Approval in person. When was the date? September 16th in the Woodbine Mile, and he was absolutely incredible. What a gorgeous horse. Also, our chat will be up in a second. It's being taken care of right away. But it is pick four time, and that's when, if I hit a pick four at the Breeders' Cup, it doesn't matter. All the losing, no one, I won't give a fuck about any of it. I will be making a big amount of cash, so it's fine. So I just put in two pick fours, and I tweeted them out. One of my pick fours, I actually added to, and I'd already tweeted out, but I panicked. I panicked because I didn't have roly-poly in this race. So my first pick four is 10-5-8 in this race, the mile. Then just Bolt Doro in the next race. And then I have four horses because Ulysses has been scratched from the Turf Classic. So I have four horses, the 3, the 9, the 12, and the 13. And then I have that all keyed to Gun Runner. That's just a $12 pick four, very cheap. And then I added a bigger pick four, a more expensive one. I believe it cost me $64. I can go over the number. Well, yeah, I have the exact same opening, except I added roly-poly to it, the 12. So I have the 5, 8, 10, and 12. Then I have Bolt Doro, the 11. And then I have the 3, 12, 9, and 13. I can go over those horses for you right now. That's Highland Reel, the 3. I have the 9, Seventh Heaven. It's a filly who is in the filly and turf, the filly and mare turf. And the reason why she's moved to the turf is because she needs more distance. This is 1.5 miles. This is going to be, if Seventh Heaven hits, now we're talking multiple thousands of dollars. If my pick four is still alive, which we will see if it's still alive, and I don't need to worry about it then. And then I have four horses in the 12th race on the bigger pick four. I also added the big four. I've got Arrowgate, as well as Gun Runner, as well as West Coast, as well as Collected. And all right, let's do this. Sonny Betts, thank you for all the kindness. Vitalis, what it is, man, thank you for joining us. And P Rips, what's happening, my man? So let's get this cash. So I've had a tough go of it so far, but all can change with a pick four victory because I already have World Approval with my local. I'm not even going to bother putting a bet in at this point on this race with my account, which is not looking good. It started at $600 and it's now down to $186. It is not looking good, but one pick four victory and we're back in fucking business. So we really need World Approval or the French horse, Sway Bois, the 8. And we don't really want Ribchester. For our pick four, we actually would prefer Sway Bois. If Sway Bois, the 8 horse, hit, we'd be in line for a huge cash out. So, but we just want to be live. We just want to be fucking live. And so when you're gambling at the horse track, pick fours can actually save you a chunk of cash because I have a pick four going. I don't need to make a bet on any race because all that's really important is the pick four rolling along. So if our pick four is live going into the next race, going into Bolt Doro, there's really no reason for me to add risk to my day. There's no reason for me to make this next bet. P. Rips, what up? One pick four, and then boom, cha-ching. Gotta love that rush. Let me get this. Let me get the chat in front of me so I can get to you guys easier. You're absolutely right. One pick four, and I'm in fucking. And this was the greatest day, greatest Breeders' Cup day of my life. I've never hit a pick four at the Breeders. I've come close. I hit a big pick three, but I've never hit a pick four before, and I would lose my fucking shit. Okay, so I got the live chat right in front of us. We are going to focus solely on horses for the rest of the day. Well, we'll have a bit of extra time. So if we do have some extra time, we can go into some of the sports. We got Anthony Rizzo joining us in the house. Thank you for joining us, Anthony Rizzo. And P. Rip says, no need to chase. That's the truth. Because I'm losing today, I don't need to put myself at further risk if my pick four is live. Now, I absolutely love World Approval. You will see the 5-horse so versatile. Why don't we go over? We got 2 minutes to post. Why don't we go over these horses a little bit for you guys? But it's a big field and it's a dangerous field. The mile is always a tough race to predict. Generally speaking, the Euros have done so well, but in the last few years, we've had some American horses win this race, which has been really impressive. Let's go over it. The favorite is World Approval, and World Approval was really not supposed to be the favorite. Ribchester, the Euro Invader, was supposed to be the favorite. Only been off the board once in his whole career, has won 4 Group 1 races in Europe, and was supposedly the horse to beat. And then there's the 2 horses that are going to go to the lead that are going to be very interesting. The 1 and the 2. Man, Midnight Storm is the 1, and Heart to Heart is the 2. They will both be flying. Midnight Storm may have lost a step. 6-year-old, I've enjoyed watching my whole life. Well, my whole life, 6 years old, but feels like he's been around for a long time, and has won 5 of 7 races at Del Mar, which makes him pretty dangerous, but I think he's just too old to get the job done. Mikey D's with Bolt Door in the next race. Okay, I just want my pick 4 to be live, because then I won't need to do anything with my account, and my account's taking a fucking beating today. Heart to Heart is a horse that needs the lead, has run 6 straight triple-digit buyers. I'm very concerned about Heart to Heart, but Heart to Heart was supposed to be 6-1, and the public has left it alone. Mikey says, you got a great key horse. God damn, I hope so. I'm a little concerned with the 11 post for Bolt d'Oro, but let's worry about that when we have to worry about that. So World Approval, as I told you, I watched him in action, winning the Woodbine Mile on September 16th. It was absolutely incredible. Back-to-back 108 buyers. This horse is so versatile. This horse can do everything. In fact, Mike Beer and Dan Illman, this was the only horse that they both agreed on. Number 4 is Lancaster Bomber. Came second last year in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, and second to World Approval in the Woodbine Mile, but was no match for World Approval. And Lancaster Bomber, the 4-horse at 12-1, has nice European form at this point. So Suédois is the 8. I like Suédois quite a bit. Out of France, looked very good in his first start in North America, winning the Shadwell Turf Mile at Keeneland with a 105 buyer. Some experts have mentioned the Euro bounce, which is something I don't really believe in, where a European horse comes over and when it does well, it usually doesn't repeat that. I believe that. Oh, Mark is in the house. Pick 4, starting with Suédois. Every year, the breeder shows time and time again that any horse can win. You're right. I love World Approval, and I'd like World Approval to win, but we'd be making more money, or our pick 4 would be much, much more glorious if Suédois came in. All right, so we are all entering the starting gate. Let's get this fucking cash, shall we? Let's make some fucking dollars. But all we want to do is have a live pick 4. There's nothing more exciting than having a live pick 4 in the Breeders' Cup, and I have not had a good day today, so it will change everything around if I'm live. I added Roly-Poly to my big pick 4, and I'm pretty thankful that I did that, because dangerous horse. There's Ohm, the 7, who I watched often. I watched last year, was in the Breeders' Cup, and was in the sprint, I believe. Let me double check that. I believe we were shocked to see him in the sprint, and he looked very good. Breeders' Cup Turf Sprint, yeah, and he looked awesome. Came second by a nose at 6.5-1. Who did he lose by that day? Divijack. No, that's the City of Hope. Sorry, lost to Obviously. Oh man, do I miss Obviously? What a incredible sprinter Obviously was. There's Roly Poly. I'm so glad I added him into my pick 4. Dangerous horse. Carrara is dangerous too, but looks like having a problem getting to the starting gate. This is very exciting. Johnny Kicknuts. Man, I like that name, Johnny Kicknuts. Second half, Oklahoma versus OK State. You know what? I am just focusing on the pounds, my man. Okay, here we go. Let's get it started proper. Let's get it started proper. Come on, boys. God, World Approval is a great horse. Now, Suede Wad didn't have a great start, but it's getting, okay, into a nice spot. Into a nice spot. Man, World Approval is so versatile. What a beautiful horse. Okay, like we expected, the 1 and the 2, heart to heart. And who was the one again? And Midnight Heart and Midnight Storm are taking the lead like we expected, but it's not. What's the time? I don't know how fast of a pace this is. Okay, World Approval's in a nice spot. Suede Wah is in a really nice spot, and Suede Wah is coming up. Oh Jesus, come on. 22 and 3. That's a 22 and 2. Excuse me, opening mile, or sorry, opening quarter. Sorry. All right, come on, boys. Let's make a move. World Approval's in a nice spot. Suede Wah's waiting to make his move. There's Lancaster Bomber in a dangerous spot. Dangerous position. Is that going to allow me to stand up? I can crouch. It's all good. Oh, wow. 45 and 3. They can't hold that. Here comes World Approval. Suede Wah's got to come around too. Oh, who's this coming fast? Someone's flying around the outside. Holy shit, the 13. Oh, no. Come on, World Approval. Step on it. There's Suede Wah. Oh, no. World Approval. You got to fend these guys off. Come on, World Approval. Take it home. Take it home, World Approval. Let's go. Let's go, World Approval. Hold them off. Hold them off. Hold them off. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Had $50 with my local on World Approval. Fuck yeah. All right. All right. There we go. Fuck, man. 9 $50 bets I put in with my local. $450. I'd lost every one. Not any fucking more, baby. All right. World Approval takes care of business. Man, Lancaster Bomber ran great. Very impressive. Okay, we're in a great spot. We have 2 live pick 4s, $1 each. One cost 60, one cost 12. We are in business. That's a nice spot to be in. Okay, finally, a fucking win. And anybody who followed my action that I tweeted out earlier, thank God we got in a win. And that's not enough. I forget what we got. Let me check. I forget what number I got it. My local uses at 365. So, oh, what a goddamn relief! Shit. Go home. Let's see what I got here. I had here we go. Plus 275. I don't mind if I do. There we fucking go. What a relief, hey? Man, my homie Tim's been watching me take it in the fucking goat hole, the old brown eye, the bottom mouth, the food pussy, the back of the khakis, all fucking day. And I want to put a smile on his face, man. This guy rides with me. Fuck, man. Want to bring a little joy to us because all I've been doing is fucking moping around this fucking office all day. Now we're making some fucking money. God damn, yeah. Let's fucking go. Let's start rolling. We're all together here. Let's start making some fucking money. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah and fuck yeah and fuck yes. All right. Okay, we got some guys. Oh, nice. Okay, Alex McMillan. Oh man, so some of you guys, man, I care so much about you, and I've never met you. Alex McMillan's riding with me today, and he's just been losing and losing and losing. It was 0-5, but he got World Approval at plus 450. Fuck yeah, Alex. Fuck yeah. Let's get this fucking money. Oh, and so now he's only down a half unit. Let's get this fucking money. Fuck yeah. Goddamn yeah. Fuck yeah. Next race. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile. And there's nothing to fucking talk about because we need Bolt Doro, who we've singled. All right. Mikey D. says it's not how you start, but how you finish at the track that counts, dude. Much love. Anthony Rizzo comes in. Money in the bank. What a relief it is to see these comments, because I've been taking it in the heart of the short shorts all afternoon. Fucking throat glistening. Okay, a win. Good. We got 2 live pick 4s, but they're all to Bolt Doro. And there's some danger in this race. The 2 Solimini. When Mike Beer liked Solimini, I was concerned. Bolt Doro beat Solimini by 7 3/4 lengths. How much improvement does he see coming? Now, Solimini has run in Del Mar before. That's going to help. But Bolt Doro, undefeated Bolt Doro, has started his career winning a 61K maiden race with a 77 buyer, won by 2 1/4 lengths, came back and won the Del Mar Futurity, only by 3/4 of a length, but stumbled off a bit slow, was 4 wide on the turn, was 8th by 4.5 lengths, and then started mounting a comeback. I guess today, I guess the day all rides, it all rests on Bolt Doro, but I think we're in good hands. Nice. Alex McMillan took the Knights earlier today, so actually plus 0.3 units. You know what, Alex McMillan, there's more wins in store for us. We're going to change it. Oh, shit, it's raining. That's not sweat, right? Is it raining in Del Mar? Or is that sweat? Or maybe they just threw water on him? Why is World Approval so fucking wet? Doesn't look like it's raining. Is that just sweat? Oh, yeah, it's just sweat. Okay. A little panicky. It's fucking pouring rain here. Okay. World Approval took care of fucking business. Okay. P-Rip says no rain. World Approval's fucking drenched. But whatever it takes to get a win. Let's see. The exactor paid $48.50. So that was the exact same exactor I saw on September 16th at Woodbine. Wild. World Approval to Lancaster Bomber. Lancaster Bomber looked really good in that race. Back-to-back impressive breeder cups for Lancaster Bomber. So Bolt Doro is 9-5. Jay, what it is, man? Welcome to this. H.E. Pennypacker says hasn't rained in California since 1942. All right, so we got 30 minutes to post, and we can relax. Finally got a fucking winner. We are in good shape. Don't need to make bets. Just here on Bolt Doro. Bolt Doro to glory. That's great. This is all very good. So there's some interesting horses in this race. Why don't we go over them? Jay says, anything good to bet? My man Jay, we are on Bolt Doro heavy in this race. Very heavy. Fuzz Logic says, do you fucks with UFC? I do a bit. I do a bit when I'm comfortable with some spots, but I have no action in it right now. And we've got MMA expert Pistol Pete Loshak here, so I haven't even really been studying the card too much, although I've fallen in love with a thug named Rose. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, we do. I've fallen in love with a thug named Rose, by the way. As a human being. Yeah. Oh, man. P-Rips says Garbrandt by knockout here. Thinks Garbrandt's going to win. That's going to be a really exciting fight. I love those two fucking rivals, man. They fucking hate each other. It's fun to see two guys that fucking hate each other. God is World Approval a great horse. Okay, somebody just put an enormous bet on Bolt Doro. Somebody just put probably a multiple $100,000 bet on Bolt Doro. Bolt Doro is now 1-2. Very interesting. Joanna parlay with GSP Bisbing over. That's exciting. I like that, P-Rips. We're going to go find a spot to watch that fight, man. You know, I bet you Chubbs is a good place to watch that fight. Oh, wow. How everything changes like that. Alex McMillan, I'm so thankful that I got you a fucking winner, man. And let's change the day around and get some more fucking winners. Now, there is no point to bet Bolt Doro on my HPI account if it's at 1-2. You need to shop the books, man. This is a situation where it's very important to have different books so you can figure out where you're going to get a nice spot on Bolt Doro. We got him early. I believe I got him at plus 162. Alex can back me up on that. I forget what we got him on. Okay, Jay says only bets I see on horses on sports interaction start at 5:35. Yes, I believe that's right. Oh, that sucks. They're only letting and sports interactions only letting you bet on the classic, I guess. That's disappointing. Disappointing in sports interaction. Um, okay, so why don't we talk about the field, and then if you guys want, we can go into some other things. We can talk about basketball, hockey, or UFC. But there are some dangers. Oh, nice. Mikey D's got him at 5 times at plus 130. Perfect. Um, and then Alex McMillan saying just go to the Sports Interaction Racebook. Good call. Yeah. Okay. So P-Rips is saying the same thing, and the whole card is on there. Okay. Sweet. Thanks for your help, guys. Okay. Let's go over if anyone wants to take a long shot. There are now some bigger long shots because of all the money that was just placed on Bolt Doro. So let's go through it. The most dangerous long shot is not even Free Drop Billy has become the second favorite at 5-1. I guess he was supposed to be the whole time, but I'm a little afraid of Friends Fire. The thing is that these are 2-year-old horses, so generally there's a lot of volatility when you deal with 2-year-olds. Friends Fire is going around 2 turns for the first time, and that's tough. That's tough. Del Mar is a smaller track, and so in the 1 mile race, you go around 2 turns, whereas at Belmont or Churchill or Aqueduct or Santa Anita, it's just 1 turn. Okay. Oh yeah. So Jay, do you see what my man P Rips is saying? He's saying just switch out of the sports book and go into the race book. Okay. So Friends Fire, and that's tough, man. Let's take a closer look at Friends Fire. A really good horse. Irad Ortiz riding him, very dangerous. Went a mile last race at Belmont, and God, did he look good. A 90 buyer, and we're expecting Bolt Doro to go triple digits. That's the reason why Bolt Doro is such a favorite in this race, because it looks like Bolt Doro is the only one capable of going triple digits. Friends Fire looked great in the Champagne, grade 1. Took out Good Magic, who I'm a little concerned about in this race. In the Champagne grade 1, at a 90 buyer. Started in 10th place. Was 2 wide, then 4 and 5 wide. Was back by 8 1/4 lengths. Halfway through the race, back 9 1/2 lengths, and then started making his move. Was 7th by 5 lengths. And near the end of the race, he came on fast. Was second by a head and won by a length and a half over Good Magic, who's a good horse. Jose Ortiz riding him, a Chad Brown horse. Got an 89 buyer for that impressive performance in the grade 1 Champagne. What are my notes on Good Magic? Well, barely lost to Friends Fire. Jose Ortiz, Chad Brown. At 8-1, there's good value. And we'll keep getting better value the longer it goes. And we were right. Money is pouring in on Bolt Doro. It was good that we got Bolt Doro in earlier. Could we say we feel the best about Bolt Doro that we have about any horse all day? You know what? Sadly, Alex, I have to admit that I really believed in Unique Bella. And I thought that Unique Bella was a fucking lock. And so, but in saying that, a lot of other people believed that Bolt Doro was the, sorry. It's, a woman just flashed her tits at me outside, and it feels really good. Bolt Doro was a lot of people's pick of the day, a lot of people's lock of the day. And Mikey D says, most likely winner on the card today, in my opinion. The only concern we have with Bolt Doro is coming from the outside post. And that's not easy because it's a shorter run to the first turn. So that's a little concerning, but not overly concerning. Bolt Doro should pay us a lot of money or get us in a situation where we can make a lot of money. And then I've got 4 horses. Fuck, man. God damn, wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be fun to be fucking live on our pick 4? God damn, that would be fun. God damn. Okay, Jay. Hey, Jay, you're in good hands, man. No worries if you've never bet horse racing before. You are in good hands. Bolt Doro is in this race coming up, race 10. It's the 11 horse. And let us know what line they're giving you at Sports Interaction. That would be interesting. Buzz Logic says, was it Natalie? No, I wish it was. I wish it was. And H.E. Pennybacker says, Sleuths. Oh, man. I love you guys. Okay, so let's keep dropping. Talking about other horses. So the number 5 free drop Billy is at 6-1. Has looked good in 4 starts with 2 wins in 2 seconds. Now the issue, it's only fastest buyer is 79. Ran a 79 buyer when it was stretched out in the Breeders' Futurity. It clearly looks. Sure, Jake, we'll give you the best long shot for sure. We'll break it down. Alex, Alex McMillan got it at plus 180, and when I tweeted, I was at plus 125. Wow. Thomas Lathan says was plus 105 on Bookmaker. Interesting. Okay, Jake, we'll get you a long shot here. Let's break it down. At this point, getting Ferenz Fire, I'd say Ferenz Fire at 12-1 is the best long shot. But let's go through the other horses. Unless Free Drop Billy is getting a ton of hope and belief in him. So he finally stretches out at a mile 1/16th at Keeneland on October 7th. And I guess only got a 79 buyer. I wonder what the story is. Why people didn't, why, because he was 6 by 4.5 to open it up. And then when his turn of foot was very impressive. Ended up winning by 4 lengths and one going away. I guess the issue was he was going against weaker horses, but he looked very good. And it's a Dale Romans horse. And he worked the Bullet October 21st at Santa Anita, ran 5 furlongs and 59 and a 3. Well, Alex McMillan says it's still plus 180 at Sports Interaction. That's nice. Oh man, Jake Bednar, man, there's no apologies, man. I'm so thankful and loving having you guys here, man. Don't trip for 1 second, my friend. Yeah, okay, well, let's break down some more of these horses. So Solimini is a horse that not only does Mike Beer like, but my dad likes Solimini, and that concerns me a little bit. But as we said, Solimini lost by 7 3/4 lengths to Bolt Doro recently. Is Solimini going to be able to make up 7 lengths in what? That was September 30th? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, okay. So we got some help here. Hey, Ayushia, my man, Ayushia in the house, man. Thank you for joining us. You know what? I've been so focused on this horse racing card that I haven't done a lot of handicapping, but there is some NBA and NHL that we like, and we'll go over it. P. Rips put in a little trifecta, 11-5-3 with Free Drop Billy and Friends Fire. I feel that. Is there any other? Oh, the U.S. Navy flag is an extremely interesting situation, one that we don't understand. We really don't understand. And there's late money going on U.S. Navy flag now at 6-1, which is concerning. U.S. Navy flag is a European horse, so it's coming over onto our soil for the first time, and has looked very good. Won back-to-back Grade 1 stakes races. He was in a Grade 3 stakes race in Ireland on the 27th of August and won by 6 lengths. Extremely, extremely impressive. And then moved up to a Grade 1 stakes race in Newmarket in Great Britain and won by a half length. And then U.S. Navy flag beat Mendelssohn. And if you guys remember, we saw Mendelssohn win yesterday. Mendelssohn won the race that we thought U.S. Navy flag was going to be in, which was the Juvenile Turf. Mendelssohn looked very, very good in that race. So there is some cause for concern. Now, the question was, why is Aidan O'Brien deciding to put U.S. Navy flag on the dirt? None of us can explain that. The experts can't explain that. I've been waiting for someone to explain what the reasoning was. I guess my only thought is that Aidan O'Brien will be setting U.S. Navy flag up for a run at the Kentucky Derby. It's the only thing that makes sense to me, is that's the only reason why he's running it on dirt when clearly he's comfortable on the turf. Now, when a horse switches from turf to dirt, comes over from Europe, I never, ever bet on them. So it's a very easy spot to fade right now. Thomas Lathan says, what was the pick 4, Jim? Let's go over it again. The pick 4, we only have one horse in this race. In the first race, we had on one card we had 4, on one card we had 3, but World Approval was in it. We had the 5, 8, 10, 12, and the 5, 8, 10. And then in the 10th race, which is this one, we only have Bolt Doro. We're just going straight with Bolt Doro. Then we have 4 horses in the turf. We have the 3, the 9, the 12, and the 13. And then on one card, we have it singled to Gunrunner. And on the other card, we got the other big four, which puts us in an extremely wonderful situation if we can get there. Now, world approval has started the pick four, so I'm sure that 98% of tickets are live. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. World approval was the favorite, and if we go back to back favorites in the 9 and 10, the pick four is not going to pay out very much money. So let's just stay in our shoes, but it's exciting. Let's see what some of you guys are thinking. Jake Bednar says, not worth the price now either. Well, there's got to be a reason why money is going on U.S. Navy flag. And my only explanation is that Aiden O'Brien is saying this is a very, very good horse that he's preparing for the Kentucky Derby. I mean, that's the only thing that really makes sense to me right now, preparing for a run at the Triple Crown next year. So let's see. Not worth the price now either. I feel Ayushia says, I can't load into the stream. If he answers my question, could you guys let me know what he says? Sure. What's the best live college football bet? Is that what you're asking? Any NBA, NHL? Yeah, Aishia, we're just focusing right now on the horses, and we have the turf coming up next. We have so many big races, so I'm not too locked in right now with what's going on, but we will have a chance to talk about some action. But I'd like just to focus on the horses right now. We just got our first win, and I want to stay in tune and focus with what we're doing and start making us some money here. P. Rip says Solimini can't win from that post. I don't think. It's hard to imagine. Now I understand part of horse racing part of handicapping horses is to find where you can make money, and clearly that's going against the favorite. And we've seen so few favorites cash today that I understand why someone would want to try and beat the favorite right now. And Bolt Doro's down to 3-5, and that's the only thing I can see about Solimini. He just lost by 7 3/4 lengths to Bolt Doro, so I don't. It's hard to have a lot of faith in them. Pyru Creek, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us, man. Pyru Creek is going the 11 with 1-2-4-6 with 1-2-4-6. $1 try for $12. I think that's pretty exciting. My only issue with that kind of a bet, Pyro Creek, is the real way to make money in this situation is to box Bolt Doro and hope that Bolt Doro comes second or most preferably third. That's how you get the big scores on triactors, is when you have a favorite in your triactor box and then your favorite comes second or third, preferably third. So I always do that. Personally, when I'm hammering action, I always box my triactors in hopes that Bolt Doro wouldn't come through. So now, if you really like Bolt Doro, what I would do in this circumstance is I would make a $1 triactor box with two other horses, and then do the straight action. Then have Bolt Doro to win to the other two horses. So you have, like, let's say a $5 triactor with Bolt Doro winning, but you have a $1 triactor if Bolt Doro comes second or third, and that's how you can get the big cake. So Biggie says, when you pick four and you lose one of the races, you lose your pick four, or you still have no. You have to win all four of the races. You are not live in that case. And Jake Bednar says, has Navy flag run around two corners? Well, let's look. No. And that's another big question mark. You're absolutely right. U.S. Navy flag has not done that. The longest race was the last race at 7 furlongs, and that's such a good point, Jake. How can you trust a horse that's also being stretched out? Look at all the things U.S. Navy flag has to figure. If U.S. Navy flag, and there's U.S. Navy flag right there, a really good-looking big horse. Wow. If U.S. Navy flag can get over all these fucking hurdles, one, coming across the country, across the continent over to North America, two, switching surfaces on the dirt, three, being stretched out for the first time, well then, yeah, sure, he'll win the Triple Crown next year. I want to see him, and four, beat Bolt Doro. I would find that very difficult to believe. Alex McMillan says, I grabbed 11 and pick 3. Okay, sweet. So you got Bolt Doro, and then you got the 3 in the 12. You got Highland Reel and Beach Patrol. I love Beach Patrol. Beach Patrol is my choice. Now, if Bolt Doro wins here, I don't know if we necessarily need to make too many more bets, but if because we'll be riding on two different pick fours, but if Beach Patrol's at a nice number, I absolutely love Beach Patrol as well. I think that's a nice spot, and then you run it all to Gun Runner for a pick three. I think that's a nice spot, Alex McMillan. Good job. Pirate Creek says, I think you are right. If the money line favorite finishes out of the money, you get big payouts. Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen that most recently. We saw that when Arrowgate um, came fourth in the what was it? Was it the San Diego Handicap? I can't remember offhand. I guess I have it right here. It was when Arrowgate came fourth in the San Diego Handicap. All of the money was on Arrowgate to at least show. I mean, these I don't like this bet at all, but well-known bet in horse racing is when someone puts like a ridiculous amount of money, and knowing that they're only going to get $1 for every 20 they put in, but like a huge sum of money on a huge favorite to show. And I think it's just a stupid, risky bet. And in that situation, I was watching that race. I was with a friend in a sports book in a horse race book in Alberta, and it was actually in Calgary. Was it? It was Edmonton, and he had $15. I forget. I can tell you what horse it was because he came second on Dawnworth. He had $15 on Dawnworth. Was it Dawnworth? Why do I think it was? It must have been Dawnworth because he hit his place and show bets. So he had $15 on Dawnworth to place and $15 on Dawnworth to show. And because Arrowgate was out of the mix, that bet paid out $1,400 and something dollars, just under $1,500, which is fucking nuts. Okay, P-Rip says, I want to take Good Magic single bet to win, but hesitant. Well, you know what? You don't need to be hesitant, P-Rips, because you're going to get a big number. You're getting 12-1, so you don't have much to lose. You're not going to have to bet very much. Let's break down Good Magic a little bit. That was an impressive champagne. Went 3 wide, and then when he made his bid, he went 4 wide. And that's not easy. Went a mile at Belmont. Now that's just around one turn, and lost to Friends Fire. You got Jose Ortiz and Chad Brown. You got an incredible jockey trainer combination. I don't think you need to worry. Just don't bet very much. But the morning line was 8-1. Now you're getting 12-1. I think you should have no concerns whatsoever. HE Pennypacker said, I live in Calgary. There is a sports book in Edmonton. No, it's what's it called? Fuck. What's the place called? It's a big bar. They've got the mini golf in the middle, and they got the horse book in the back, and Shanks. I was at Shanks, and you have Shanks in Calgary too. Yeah, so I guess it's an OTB is what it is. Yeah, off track, and then sports bar and mini golf and bowling. You know what? I fucking love Shanks. It's a great fucking place, man. I enjoy that place extremely much. You know what? Just because we finally got a winner, I feel my back loosening up. I feel like shit is coming together, and we're in a nice spot. We're in a nice spot where we don't need to risk too much money. I finally got a winner with my fucking local, and now it's not enough to change things. $50 at plus 275. As you know, I have 409 $50 bets put out, but the guys who are following me, at least we get some fucking cash. HG Pennypacker says Shanks. Yeah, Shanks 2 in Calgary. Yeah, I dig that place, man. I fucking dig it. Yeah, P-Rips. Shanks is a good spot. P-Rips, where are you from, homie? Nice to have some Canadians, man. Some knuckleheads, man. Fucking respect, man. So we are 9 minutes to post. The horses are coming out. So I guess if we want to talk about certain things that you look at when the horse comes out, first off, you don't want to see too much sweat. That's key. But it's not a warm day in northern San Diego right now, so there's not too much to worry about. And the other thing is we talked about when I live tweeted, we talked about tape. You preferably don't want to see much tape, and especially in a juvenile race, you don't want to see much tape. You especially don't want to see tape on the front legs. But in all honesty, it's hard. We don't know what the trainer's doing, so it's nothing really to worry about. There's Golden Dragon at 45-1. Oh, P-Rips, I live in Niagara Falls, Ontario now. Dope, man. I used to live in Red Deer. Check Shanks out a few times when I went to SAIT. Man, I know Sate, man. That's dope. Jake Bednar, my man, cheering for Minnesota, dope. P-Rips, I live in Niagara Falls, Ontario now, man. I make moves to Niagara Falls quite a bit. Hit me on Twitter so we can connect when we're down there. Your horse book in Niagara Falls is fucking hilarious. Long Shots. Long Shots is one of the shittiest sports books I've ever been in my life, and I love it. I fucking love the grimiest fucking. It's on like Kalar. What's the road called? Kalar Road. I fucking dig. I dig Long Shots, and I had quite a good amount of success. I can't fucking believe those two giant fucking casinos don't have a horse book in them. It's extremely irritating, and it angers me immensely. But I don't mind it. If I go down with a girl, I can like completely fuck off for a few hours. But I would rather be doing it in a really cozy sports book. But as I said, those fucking grimy ass places put a smile on my face. Um, okay, let's see what we got. Hey Jim, what's up? What's the play? JR3 Inc. Well, you got 7 minutes to post, but the play is Bolt Doro. Now you need to get a good line, so I'm not sure which book you're in. It's 4-5 at the track right now. A bunch of us have pick fours rolling, and we have them straight to Bolt Doro. And it's a big race for us. And it's a situation where I don't need to make a bet on Bolt Doro at 4-5 because I got him solo locked in my pick four. But you should, JR3 Inc., you should see what you can get for Bolt Doro. If you can get anything over plus 120 or 5 or plus 130, I say take it. Piero says, yeah, bro, we got the casinos. It's full of degenerates here. Kalar Road, Long Shots. Yeah, there you go. I really enjoy that place. Just because it's, that's where you should be betting on horses in grimy, shitty locations. But then I don't understand why those casinos don't respect us fucking horse handicappers. And I guess, when I'm in Long Shots, they're fucking 70 and 80-year-old men everywhere. I kind of get it, but yeah, I agree. Vitalis, what it is, man? Welcome back. The race starts in 6 minutes, and we're all on Bolt Doro. But again, if you're going to check out what line you're getting, we're curious to see what the different books are offering this at. Live at the track, it's 4-5, and because I have it to my pick four, I don't need to put more money on it. 9 minutes. No, it's 5 minutes to post, homie. 5 minutes post. Here at Fort Erie track has the monopoly on horses. Oh, is that why? I did not know that because Tim and I were just at the Fort Erie track a few weeks ago. That's interesting because Fort Erie track, they didn't allow the slots to come in. Steve Campo says, I'm on Free Drop Billy. You like him at all? Well, Free Drop Billy was the second choice, but that Breeders' Futurity he ran at Keeneland was not fast. And it's very possible that he didn't have to run fast. It's very possible that Alvarado knew that he was blowing the field away. I guess there's some concern about the competition. Let's see there's a closer look here. Overcame a wide draw to score and clearly would have won by more if he had a clean journey. Bred for distance on both sides and showed it in the last. Hard to leave out. If you're going to fade Bolt Doro, I was leaning toward a little more towards Friends Fire. But Free Drop Builder, nothing wrong with this horse. And we saw the Bullet October 21st that he trained 5 furlongs, 59-3, faster than 70 horses. And then the training run before that at Churchill Downs, September 30th, 5 furlongs, 59-2, the fastest of 49 horses. I mean, he's dropping Bullet training runs everywhere he goes. August 27th at Saratoga, fastest out of 21 horses, 5 furlongs in a minute. That's it. It's very impressive. Free Drop Billy is a very impressive horse, and in these juvenile races, you don't want to take the favorite. We're dealing with 2-year-olds. We're dealing with a ton of volatility. AKN good. Any exotics on this race? I don't have any. I've had a bad day so far, and my pick fours can change that. And it's another thing I do with horse racing is that when I have a live pick four, I generally really pump the brakes on my action. There's really no need for me to double up on a loss. So I'm going to kind of stay back. Alex McMillan says Canadian casinos are brutal. Parlay limited bets, they're fucking brutal for sports. When now that I'm down here, things have changed a little bit, but I used to go to Vegas all the time, and I would always stay at the Caesars company, and I would built up a lot because I hammer the horses so hard, and they really reward you when you hammer horses. And I built up a lot of points. And the only way to keep my card live was to go down to Windsor and hit the Caesars down there, which is a nice looking casino, but there's not much to do there. And that's how I fell in love with Detroit because I would just I'd spend every day in Detroit and either go to Slows or go to Green Dot Stables or go to these places, and I fell in love with the city. I fell in love with their respect for hot dogs, and I had compassion for all the people who had the leases or spent 20 years paying mortgages on their house, and then find out that their house is worthless. I felt compassion for all the people there, and fell in love with the city, and that's just from going down to Windsor and spending time down here. Um, yeah, Alex McMillan says they have pro-line lounges now in the Niagara Casino. Such a joke. Yeah, it's fucking garbage. And Windsor's another spot where I have to fucking take a $15 taxi to this strange Italian restaurant and hammer the horses there. And it's too, there's and then the off track that's just fucking packed full of guys hammering standard bred. And then there's like a restaurant, and to sit, and they have the horses going on, but even to sit in there you have to give like a $10 fee, which I do because I don't want to sit with those fucking 80-year-olds hammering standard bred. I have no fucking respect for that shit. How JRR3, how many pick fours are you running at the moment? I just did two $1 pick fours right now. Dave McKenna says you should see the local scum here in Las Vegas. Days like this, I'm so happy that I work in a corporate cubicle and not a racebook, dealing with scum with $5 show bets and wanting free buffet. Yeah. I'm sorry you have to go through that, Dave. That's hilarious. My man Theo in the house. Hey man, nothing NBA tonight. You know, I have no action in right now, but we got time, and there's going to be a huge stretches before the big races, because there is a full hour between the Breeders' Cup Turf and the Breeders' Cup. So maybe let's pick that time after the Breeders' Cup Turf. Why don't we spend 15 minutes getting our action out, and I will do the same. But we're focused on the ponies right now. Okay, Mark Helfreck says, "Where are you at, Dave McKenna?" Over here at the Mirage Book. I can't wait. I can't wait to eat my buffet. Thomas Milady says, "Churchill for the Classic. His running style suggests the dirt will suit him down to the ground at 16-1. He's an outstanding each way bet." You're absolutely right, Thomas. A very interesting horse, the 3-year-old Churchill. And if I am live with my pick fours, that might be a really nice hedge, and hopefully I'll have that opportunity to hedge. Thomas Layton has ooh, wow, that's a big parlay in hockey. Let's talk about that. Okay, we're loading in the gate. Best off-track betting is a dump called the Rex Hotel in Welland, Ontario. Shit, man, I've never been there before, P-Rips. The Rex Hotel in Welland. I'll keep that shit in mind, man. Okay, let's fucking go. Okay, we need one horse and one horse only. One horse and one horse only. Bolt Doro to take care of fucking business. Now we have some concerns. My big concern is the 3. Friends Fire at 12-1. Horse that comes from far back. Might find himself in a good spot. We don't want Bolt Doro to run too fast out of the gate. But he's going to have to, because he's going to have to clear everybody and get to the side. Corey Nakatani knows that. This is one of the best horses Nakatani's had the chance to ride. If Bolt Doro can win this race, Nakatani will get him in the Kentucky Derby. So let's fucking go, man. Okay, I'll try and stay seated, but I might not be able to. All right, Bolt Doro, let's keep this fucking going, man. Let's get this cash. Let's be live. Let's keep our pick 4 lives. Let's hit back to back. I got him at plus 162. Now, I'll double check that when I do, but I got plus 162 this morning with my local. Let's get this fucking money. Let's fucking go. Bolt Doro needs a clean start. If he doesn't get a clean start, and he needs to separate himself so that he can move over to the rail. I'm not sure if you guys are ahead of me. Oh, shit, we have a horse that just jumped through. Ooh, that's wild. Who's the 10? Golden Dragon. Doesn't look like he hurt himself, but he popped through the gate. So the steward's going to take a look at him, make sure he's healthy. Now, this won't change the lines, although, you don't. Okay, yeah, he's fine. He's fine. I hope that doesn't bother our horse, Bolt Doro. It shouldn't. All right, sweet. What it is and what it isn't. We have 2 live pick 4s, but they're all straight to Bolt Doro. So one horse only. Let's keep. We won the last race. Let's win this fucking race too. Let's get this cash. Let's go. We need a nice clean break. That wasn't very clean. And now he's going to be pretty far outside. This is not good. He's not good. Corey Nakatani's got to change it. He's got to move him inside. Change the plan. You got to change the game plan. Fuck, look how wide he is. This is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. This couldn't be worse. If Bolt Doro can win this race. He's an extremely talented horse. I am very, very concerned. Extremely concerned. But he's making a move on the outside right now. Making a very nice move. But I am extremely concerned. That's the one that we were worried about. U.S. Navy flag. Bolt Doro, slow down again. This is very bad. Bolt Doro is kind of stuck between this horse who's not making a run. This is extremely concerning. Seems to be making up ground still, but I would be shocked if Bolt Doro can pull this off. But he seems to be looking like he's got some legs on him. Making a bid 5 right. If Bolt Doro does this, he's a fucking superstar. Here comes Bolt Doro around all of them. Here comes Bolt Doro around all of them. There's that fucking 2 that my dad has. God damn it. Salamini better not stop this from happening. Look, he's going 5 wide again. Can Bolt Doro do this? I would be fucking shocked. I don't see how Bolt Doro could possibly do this. He's not going to. It's just too much to ask. It was just a terrible situation. We knew that outside gate could fuck him, and it did. And Good Magic. I hope you hammered Good Magic, whoever talked about it. Who was it that talked about it? Unfucking believable. Who was talking about taking Magic? We talked about him a little while ago. P. Rips. I hope you did. P. Rips. Oh, it was you, P. Rips, my man. Shit. I hope you got him. I want to take Good Magic, single bet to win, but hesitant. Good Magic at 11-1. Did you take him? I hope you did. I hope somebody fucking did. Yeah, it's just Bolt Doro had no chance. You just can't have that kind of racing luck and take care of business. Extremely disappointing. Pick 4 is out the door. There's another example of why when your pick 4 is live, you don't need to make another fucking bet. Oh, God damn it. Dave McKenna, did you hit that? I hope you did. Jason said he was the best horseback. He cut the worst trip possible. Yeah. Oh, man. I think Nakatani should have brought him back immediately, but you don't want to stop your horse from running. Oh, fuck. Disappointing. Yeah. Corey, not a jockey, Dave McKenna says. Funny. Oh, Fuzz Logic took the field to win over Bolt. Well, I don't, barely, I don't think you make your money back. Or, yeah, I don't know if you make your money back, but Fuzz Logic, you can come in and let us know. You don't need to, you're not, we don't feel like you're fading me. I don't feel like you're fading me or fading us when we have a call. So, what happened to U.S. Navy? Yeah, look, it was eased. Looked like U.S. Navy was eased at some point. Was looking very good, and then stopped in his tracks. Yeah, Jason Paglia says, ruined my fucking day. You're absolutely right. It's just impossible to win. You can't go that wide. You can't start that far back. You know what, man? I hate when we drink the juice of what we're seeing. I mean, the favorites have not been coming in over and over. I mean, I guess World Approval was 5-2 favorite, but these huge favorites never come in. If all we did every time the Breeders' Cup came was never believed what we're fucking seeing and never took these huge favorites, cocksucker. Closing line was -110. You playing a triple in the Classic bag? Yeah, I mean, well, we're going to have to start capping to get this fucking no more live pick 4s. Now we're talking. Now that pick 4 is going to pay fucking huge. You have to single one horse, and I was going to single Gunrunner and got talked out of it and singled Bolt Doro. But that's what happens, man. That's what happens. P-Rip says, Good Magic just had the nice post. Too hard to pass on. I hope you did, man. Dave McKenna says, yes, I did, Jimmy. I spread a bit, but tossed Bolt was a toss. I factor in the jockeys, and for years I've tossed Corey, not a jockey. Dave, great move and great call. He's a fucking bum, man. I was at Aqueduct one day when Nakatani won 5 races that day, and it's fucked me up because I don't fade him the way I should. I tell you what, though, I don't think he'll get the ride in the Kentucky Derby. Tell you that much. Jason Pagler says, "What's your best bet in NHL today?" I would say my best bet in the NHL today is the under 5.5 if you can still get it in the Sharks Ducks. I would say that is my best bet, and I haven't put that action in, but it's something I've been thinking about. We don't have time to break that down. What time are we at? We are at 5:06 our time, so 4:06. So no, let's not worry. World Approval was ridden by a world-class jockey, Johnny V. You're absolutely right. Jason Paglia has Arrowgate, Gunrunner, West Coast. Can't see another possible winner, Jason Paglia. You don't think Collected has a shot in this race? I do. Pyro Creek says, Corey Nakatani's been running pretty good lately. I live in LA and he's won 10-1 or better races recently. I hear you, man. That break is not necessarily his fault, but trying to keep him moving when he broke so poorly was a mistake. He goes 7 wide around the first turn and then has no possible chance of winning. P-Rips is right. Next race, boys. Let's start capping. Gonna have to make some fucking money somehow, and it's not happening right now. Okay, so let's break this race down. The Breeders' Cup Turf. And I have a horse I really like. And can another North American horse win the Breeders' Cup Turf? Because it seems like this is a race that the Euros do so well in. And Ulysses, who ran in this race last year as a 3-year-old and came 4th and was going to be the favorite, is no longer in this race, which is a big change. Now the favorite is Highland Reel, and we know Highland Reel very well because Highland Reel won this race last year and was extremely impressive doing so. Highland Reel ran so fast out of the gate. I thought, how could this horse possibly keep it together for 1.5 miles? And somehow Highland Reel did. It was an extremely impressive race, and I do think though that might be worth. Let's see what Beach Patrol is 4-1. Might be worth the daily double. Let's break this race down. My man Thomas says, why in America do you have so many tracks that are unfair to outside runners? A fair track lets the best horse win. You're absolutely right, and this is one of those tracks that is unfair to the outside posts. That's a good thing to be upset about, man. But you guys have huge over in Europe. You have huge fields as well. My pal is asking if our pick 4 action just blew. He's not watching this feed, and it did, but I won't be able to tell him that because we're live. Dave McKenna says, Pyro Creek, he's been around for years, and how many big races has he fucked up? And recall the Ryan Barber incident, low-class dog. I like it. Ooh, P-Rips, 7th Heaven. I like her, too. I think it's a nice spot. 10-1, and it was supposed to be 20-1. Very interesting. Why don't we break down the field and then talk about what we like? But I'm with you, P-Rips. Very interesting horse, and we'll get to shortly. So now Highland Reel is the favorite. Won this race last year, needs firm ground, and is getting it. At 10-1 is the number 14 Oscar Performance. Will fight for the pace. Does not look like he likes the 1.5 miles, and that's why I'm staying away from him. Then we have Beach Patrol, someone I like very much. Has ridden 6 straight triple-figure buyers. Loves the extra distance, and I like Beach Patrol too. And we'll break down some of our favorite horses a little closer after we run through the people who I think have a chance at this. Number 4, Decorated Knight. Like soft ground, and it didn't rain like we thought it might. So I'm taking Decorated Knight out. And but other people haven't. 15-1 gone down to 10-1. And then we have the number 1, Talismanic. Likes firm turf and is going to get it, but I don't think he's quite good enough to run with these. Oh, wow. Highland Reel is plus 500, Alex McMillan just said on Sports Interaction. This is how books could really help us. I really think at Breeders' Cup races, when the Euros put heavy money on their European horses, this is the kind of race where you can get a huge number on a horse like Tourist, for instance. Last year, won the mile at 15-1. My friend got him at 50-1 on a book. Sadler's Joy, live long shot. You're absolutely right. Thomas Milady, 7th Heaven, waiting for firm ground all season. Only problem if she's a hold up horse. You know what? Well, let's break down 7th Heaven a little bit more. the reason, so this filly came over for the filly and mare turf last year and only lost by a length and 3/4, but she likes to run long. And the filly and mare turf wasn't long enough. She wanted the extra distance, and she's getting it here. Dangerous long shot. And then Sadler's Joy, another dangerous long shot. What are we getting on Sadler's Joy? 16-1 on Sadler's Joy. That's nuts. We'll take a closer look at these horses that we like the best. Sadler's Joy has a big late kick, needs a fast pace, and we're not sure if he's going to get the fast pace. 4 straight triple-digit buyers. Very interesting. Jason Paglia says Ulysses. Ulysses is not as being scratched. So Ulysses is out of it. So Highland Reel and Beach Patrol are available, but Ulysses has been scratched. Okay, well, let's start with Highland Reel. So Highland Reel has looked very good this year. So went over to Hong Kong after winning the Breeders' Cup Turf here, was a giant favorite in a mile and a half on the turf and lost to Satono Crown. Wow. At 1-2 and lost it, and then went over to the Dubai Shima Classic and lost to Jack Hobbs, which is interesting and surprising. But then went on a bit of a run. Must have been getting hard ground. Won in the Epsom and then won at Ascot, Royal Ascot. That was a big win. Won the Prince of Wales Stakes, a grade 1 there. Beat Decorated Knight and Ulysses is scratched, as we said. And then must have got soft ground here again at the Ascot in the King George and Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Went off at 4.5-1 and lost to Enable, who is a great horse. And then lost again. So in the Champion Stakes again at Ascot. So I'm guessing soft ground on both of those situations. Flo Diacuna says, suggestion on these big races, never back a favorite on odds of less than 5-1. You're right. No, you're absolutely right. I don't know about big races overall, but you're right. At the Breeders' Cup, it makes no sense. You're absolutely right, Flo Diaconu. You are absolutely right, especially at the Breeders' Cup. It makes no sense. You're absolutely right. I mean, we did just hit with world approval, but not getting enough wins this so far. Mark Helfrecht says, this day has been totally unpredictable. Basically, pick whichever horse you glanced over and go cash your ticket. Okay, Mark. All right. So that's Highland Reel. Highland Reel was supposed to be 5-1. Now, the morning line doesn't really count because the favorite Ulysses was supposed to be 7-2, has been scratched. When the favorite's scratched, you can throw the morning lines out the window. Dale says, yeah, soft ground in the UK for the last month or so. Yeah, and that's obviously what's been going on. Delta 7575 says, where are you watching the races? Delta 7575, so far we're getting a really nice feed off of Facebook. So I would go use the Facebook live stream because it's working out really well for me. We do have a YouTube link that was hooked us up with. I forget who did, and I'm very thankful. I haven't shout out a secondary reason why I'm so let them know how thankful we are for that secondary stream, which we might need it. Thomas Milady says, if Highland Reel finishes in the first 9, he becomes the biggest prize money ever in Europe. Wow. Not in the first 9. Oh, first 9. Wow. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Highland Reel has made $8,877,943. That's amazing. 25 lifetime races, 9 wins, 6 seconds, 2/3. I am not going to take Highland Reel in this race, but getting the firm ground that he needs, and we'll see. Let's see. Okay, Fanciful Angel. We have someone that's coming here. Katie Tiffany is coming 10 from the clouds. Chad Brown training. Yeah, likes to come from late. But lost the Beach Patrol back-to-back races and lost worse in the longer race. Wow. Fanciful Angel in that Arlington Million was at 73-1 and lost by a half length. That's a good find, man. Respect. UK bookies have Highland Reel 11-10 over here. Wow. Yeah, I know how it works over there. Wow. 11-10. Interesting. And over here, well, we got him a 1-1. So, okay, let's go into Seventh Heaven. Is that right? Is that the next big one we would like to look at? It's the one I want to look at. So Seventh Heaven comes over for the Breeders' Cup Filly Mare and Turf and looked great. 101 buyer, 1.25 mile. Very impressive race. Started, poorly, and was outkicked by Queen's Trust, Lady Eli, and Avenge, but looked really good. Put herself in a good spot against some really good horses. Was halfway through the race was back by 3.5 and only lost by 1.75 miles, but was coming on. So it says that she was outkicked, but she was clearly coming on in that race. And then had some really interesting races. Looked good in that Dubai Shima Classic, where Highland Reel did not look good in the Dubai Shima Classic. Seventh Heaven came second. Oh, so sorry, I was reading that wrong. I said that Highland Reel came second. Highland Reel came seventh, 12 lengths back, and it was Seventh Heaven that came second and looked really good. And interesting, in that race, Highland Reel went to the front again and had the early lead and then lost it. So then after coming second in the Dubai Shima Classic, was a big favorite in the Dunedin Jockey Club Stakes in Newmarket, Grade 2, won by 5 lengths with Moore in the saddles. And Moore is on Highland Reel. So I'm sure that if Moore wanted to, he could have had Seventh Heaven. They're both trained by Aidan O'Brien. So the best jockey in Europe chose to run with Highland Reel over Seventh Heaven, which is wildly interesting. And that's why. I mean, clearly Seventh Heaven is a long shot, but you're getting 10-1 at this point, which is pretty nice. So then we have the horse that I like very much in this race, Beach Patrol. Beach Patrol has now won back-to-back races. Beach Patrol has 6 straight races in triple buyers. This last race he ran was absolutely gorgeous at Belmont, Grade 1. Wow, 109 buyer, won by 5 lengths. Whenever was asked, just went and beat 2 horses in this field. First off, he beat Fanciful Angel by 5 lengths, and Fanciful Angel, the 10 horses, at 30-1. Now, obviously, this is a much tougher group of horses than Beach Patrol faced in that race, but likes the distance. That's what we know about Beach Patrol. Likes to run long. God, I like Beach Patrol quite a bit. Okay, let's see here. So Ernie Subs come in and says Highland Reel will set the Del Mar track record. Wow, Ernie Sub. Wow, that's a big call. Highland Reel is now 4-5. Wow. Delta 75 went to Del Mar and Steel Pulse Plate. I like it. Jason Paglia has Arrowgate, Gunrunner, or West Coast. I don't know why you guys aren't talking about Collected. Now EJS88 is. I think Collected is a very dangerous horse and should be taken account of. I think it's very good. Thomas Milady says Highland Reel missed work before the Shima Classic due to a nagging injury. Very interesting, Thomas, and thank you for bringing that up. Let's go back to Highland Reel. Yeah, and did not look good in the Shima, but took the early lead, 2 furlongs out and tired. But I guess missing a work obviously hurt. Very interesting stuff. Paglia says, nope, not enough class. Don't like Collected. Not enough class. I hear you, but he did just beat Arrowgate. That's pretty classy shit. Highland Reel is not going to win. Value is not there, my friend, says Flo Diaconu, who just told us not to take these horses when they're under 5-1. There simply is not enough value on Highland Reel right now. I like Beach Patrol, Sadler's Joy, and Highland Reel is obviously going to be in the mix. So let's get a fucking winning bet together. All right, let's see. Mike Beer likes Highland Reel to win this race. Then he liked the 13, Sadler's Joy, and the 9, Seventh Heaven, who I like quite a bit. Let's see what Dan Illman liked. Dan Illman liked Beach Patrol. Nice. I like Beach Patrol very much. And then Dan Illman has Beach Patrol, Bullard's Alley. Interesting. Dan Illman has Bullard's Alley at 30-1 to come second. God, that's an interesting pick. Let's take a closer look at Bullard's Alley. Okay, let's see. Let's see. What about Pavel? I grabbed a piece of 40-1. I hear you. Why don't we got 18 minutes to post, so let's just solely focus on the Breeders' Cup Turf right now and then move on to the Classic in a bit. Flo Diacona says, always look at the card. Look for only the trainer featured on the card. I hear you. Thomas BR says, Sadler's Joy also grabbed a piece there. I hear you again. Oh, and Jason Paglia says, I think Sadler's Joy loves tight turns, loves U.S. Turf. I hear you. I think Sadler's Joy is a very dangerous horse. And I was watching when he won the Sword Dancer in Saratoga. I wasn't watching it live, sadly, but I was watching him, and God, did he come with a big kick at 7-1. It was extremely impressive. And then Sadler's Joy was in that Belmont race that Beach Patrol just won. And doesn't really have an excuse. Was the favorite after his big performance in the Sword Dancer, where he put up a 105 buyer. Clearly enjoyed the Saratoga turf this year, the Saratoga grass. Flo says O'Brien got 2 in this race. If I were you, I won't back under 10-1. I hear you. I'm thinking about some exotics in this race. Thomas Milady says, as Churchill said, we'll fight them on the beach. Take the hint, lads. Irish eyes will be sniping. Okay, man. Flo Diacono says, talismanic and Oscar performance for me here. Respect, Flo. No doubt. I respect that you're looking for these big numbers. I respect it very much. Let's see what you're getting. On Oscar performance, you're getting 25-1. That's interesting. Supposed to be 10-1, and you're getting 25-1. That's a very impressive situation where you could get paid, man. You could absolutely get paid. Oscar Performance ran his first triple-digit buyer last race. Now, the worry that we all have with Oscar Performance Flow is whether or not he can run long, and we don't think he can. Talismanic is an interesting spot. Interesting that they decided not to bother with Lasix, which might have been an option here for Andre Faber, and decided not to. Clearly can run all day in that St. Cloud grade 2, 1.75 miles. Wow. And just came flying. Moved clear at a 1.5 miles, which is what this race is. I think that's a very cool spot that you like, Talismanic in. 20-1, 21-1, when the morning line was 15-1, and we know that the numbers have been going down because their favorite scratch, but not for a couple of these horses. So I see you there. My spot, I think, is I think I'm going to exactor box. I have Beach Patrol already with my local, so I'm not going to bother putting in a win bet on this race. But I like Seventh Heaven too, and that's a fucking problem. Seventh Heaven is now 8-1. Seventh Heaven can run all day and is going to like this turf. I guess we need to break this down a little more. Flo says Sadler's Joy might not be a bad choice after all. Clearly, it's not. I think that Sadler's Joy has a lot of run in him, and he's going to like this turf and can run all day and can close. 4 straight races, triple digits. 6 of his last 7 races, triple-digit buyers. The only one was the 98 in the Man O' War. He's running against good horses and has looked good doing it. Mikey D comes in. Okay, let's see. So Delta 75 says, I will take the one bet and the show on the one. Talismanic. Well, that's what Flo likes. I can see why Mikey D says I'm going with Fanciful Angel, and you're getting a big price with Fanciful Angel. 30-1. Mikey D, respect. Delta 75 says, I'll take 10 winning 80. Hey, I hear you, my man. Makes sense. Penny Packer says, any Twitter accounts a fellow should follow on here or what? Hey, Penny Packer, follow the bag, man. Answer me the bag. Pagley says, it's absurd that Sadler's Joy's odds are this high. I think you're right. 18-1 doesn't make sense. It's supposed to be 12-1. The favorite's not in the race, so you would expect that number would go down, and it hasn't. Sadler's Joy might be the spot, man. 18-1. We know he can run all day. God damn. I wish I could just throw Highland Reel out of my out of it. If I could do that, I could get rich on this race. If I could throw Highland Reel out and only take Sadler's Joy, Beach Patrol, and Seventh Heaven, put that in a triactor and make $5,000. Why don't I do that? Maybe I will. Is it? Do you think that Highland Reel could not fire? We've been seeing these favorites not fire all day. There's Beach Patrol with tongue hanging out of his mouth. Whatever you want to do, Beach Patrol. If you like your tongue hanging out like that, do it, man. All right, HE Penny Packer, just follow the bag. I'll follow you back, my man. Let's talk. I need more people hammering ponies, man. Pyru Creek says, watch Fanciful Angel. This trained by Chad Brown, and I know he won at least one race yesterday and does well in the Breeders' Cup. I believe before yesterday, he had 8 Breeders' Cup wins, I believe. Very good. Dale 04 says, looking at the notes from Highland Reel's previous races, seems like it doesn't have blistering pace, but is full of heart and runs right up to the line. Well, we saw what Highland Reel did last year here. It was impressive, extremely impressive. I would like to fade Highland Reel here. I wouldn't need to bet much to get rich. If I could keep Highland Reel out of it, because I love Beach Patrol, I love Sadler's Joy, and I like Seventh Heaven. Mikey D says, put Highland Reel underneath, but not on top. Well, I would box anything I do, but I feel you. Flo says, if Highland Reel goes under evens before the race, he'll win 99%. Jesus. And Flo, you're the one telling us not to take anybody under 5-1. Delta likes Seventh Heaven. Thomas BR says, chalks are awful. Fade, especially on turf. Flo says, otherwise look elsewhere. I mean, obviously you can do whatever, but I really like to look for value in these big events. Hey, Flo, I didn't mean any, hey, man, we're very thankful to have you capping with us. So please don't take any offense by anything I said. I don't like Highland Reel at even money. Certainly I'm not going to take it at even money. Are we sure that Highland Reel is going to be in it? You know what? How about this? How about I just put a $1 triactor box without Highland Reel? A $1 triactor box with Sadler's Joy, Beach Patrol, and Seventh Heaven. Why don't I do that right now? All right. Fuck. Okay, there we go. Move this fucking. What the hell? All right, I gotta move some shit over. Sadler sucks, says one person. I'm always worried about betting against Ryan Moore. It's a hard one on this race. Short price makes you worried. I feel you. Oh no, not that. Sorry. Damn it. How the fuck do I get off of this? You know what, guys? I got to get to my account, and I'm having a problem doing it. Do you know how to get this smaller so I can get to my account? I got to get my action. We do have 10 minutes. No reason to panic. Everything is cool. We might just need to throw the chat off for a second so I can get my bet in. But we have 10 minutes. No reason to lose our shit and start sweating buckets. Oh, man. 10 minutes to post. Highland Reels now is 6-5. You know, I know what I'm gonna do. I've got some exotic set. I'm gonna put down a triactor box without. Oh, thank you so much. Beautiful. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. First off, I'm going to place my bet. 11. All right, I'm gonna drop a trifecta. Should I make it $2? $2 to make me rich. Okay, I'm gonna drop a $2 triactor. I'm gonna box Beach Patrol the 12, Sadler's Joy the 13, and Seven Heaven the 9. A $12 bet that will make me fucking rich. Okay, place it. That is 13, 12, and a 9. Place it. Confirm bet. Okay, we're in. Now I'm going to exactor box all those horses without Highland Reel on it, just those horses. So I'm an exactor box. Did I do that right? Exactor going? Exacta box. I'll just do little guys. I'll just do $3 exactor boxes. No, let's go $4 exactor box. $4 exactor box, Seventh Heaven, and Beach Patrol. Box. Place bet. Confirm bet. Next bet. Now I'll box Seventh Heaven and Sadler's Joy. Boxed. Place bet. Confirm bet. Next bet. Then I will box Beach Patrol and Sadler's Joy. Confirm bet. Place bet. Okay, that makes me very comfortable. Now, there's 8 minutes left to post, although it says less here. Let me just take a quick look at what you guys are telling me. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Wow. This is wild. Okay. Chalks are off. Okay. Here we are. Otherwise, elsewhere. Okay. We're catching up. Also, on these big shots. Don't back away, straight win. Always better to do each way. I hear you. I hear you. I've got more. We got some more time here. Okay, Jimmy, follow the odds just before the race. If odds go under 2, I will go strong on him as well. Okay. You can come up like Trump. Jason Paglia literally just put that triple in. Beautiful. I need to see if other books has some more options here. Bravado goes win only. That's a problem that sometimes we have. Oh, the 4th just scratched? Come on. Are you serious? Took the 9-12 as well. Okay, sorry. A little bit of issue there. Yes, there is a trick to this. From my experience over 4 years of betting on horses, I'd say over 80-90% of the time when the massive favorite just above even goes before he wins. You know what? I was raised at the horse track, and I don't really believe that number that you just dropped on us. But I'm really enjoying handicapping races with you, Flo. So it's okay. We don't need to always agree on stuff. There's no need. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my action here. So now I've got those horses covered. So now I'm going to box each one of them with Highland Reel. I'm going to do $5 boxes here. I'm going to take Highland Reel with 7th Heaven. $10 bet. Place. Confirm. Next bet. Then I'm going to take Highland Reel with Beach Patrol. Now I hope that doesn't come through because that's not going to pay shit. Place bet. Confirm. Next bet. And then I'm going to put Sadler's Joy with Highland Reel. Place bet. Confirm bet. Okay. Now, if worst comes to worst and these all lose, I have $120 to hammer at the Classic. And that's okay. I've got Beach Patrol to win with my local. I feel comfortable with all this. I'm done. I want to have 120 to hammer for the big race. But I would like to make those bets a little bigger with Highland Reel. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more on that. I'm gonna make those $8 boxes. So $3. I already have the $5 exacta box. I'm now gonna go $3 exacta box. So that'll be 6, 12, 18. That'll leave me $102 to bet on the Classic. If I lose all these, that's not enough fucking money. But I'm gonna do it. Highland Reel, 7th Heaven. Oh shit. Sorry. Box, $6 placed. Confirm bet. Next bet. Highland Reel, Beach Patrol. Place bet. Confirm bet. Next bet. Highland Reel, Sadler's Joy. Oh fuck, Sadler's Joy comes through, man. 19-1 is crazy. Done. Okay, let's get a good look at what I'm riding with. Ooh, shit. Okay. So we are 3 minutes to post my action in. Sorry I had to lose the sorry I had to lose you guys there in the comments. So let's go. Anyone else seeing Ulysses as a favorite over Highland Reel in matchups? Ulysses is scratch, so don't worry about that. And just call me Flo for short. Okay, Flo, done. My pleasure. It will be enough money after you win this race. And Pyro Creek's got a nice try box going. I just have that one try box without Highland Reel, and I'm a little concerned because I just don't have enough money. I gotta let go. I gotta let it go. I'm fine. We're good. We're good here. My man B. Jaco, what up? Thanks for what you do, bro. Lots of good things in this industry in your future. You're the people's champ, bro. Oh, those are very, very kind things, man. Thank you so much. I've just truly, truly loved handicapping with you guys, and it's just made my life so much more enjoyable. And it's all because of you guys and supporting me, and I thank you. And I know that I've had a really good 35 days or so down here, and I know that can change quickly, and then I won't be sleeping and more knots in my back and shit like that. I'm very thankful to be winning right now, and I need to be consciously aware that that could change. And but those are very kind words. B. Thank you so much, pal. Thomas Malady says, put your 120 on Churchill and go all in, bro. Being a jockey change. Conor McGregor rides instead of more. Okay. Thomas Lathan says, shot time, Jim. I fucked that bottle. I meant to bring a bottle down here, and I fucking forgot, man. Jason Pagley says, best daily video in sports handicapping. Thank you, man. Thank you for these kind words. Okay, we are 2 minutes to post. We are 2 minutes to post. What do we got here? Oh, no, it's just a fucking euro, man. I thought you were handing me booze. Do you see my eyes light up? I was like, okay, we are 1 minute to post. 1 minute to post. Fuzz Logic says, how's grandma? Alive and kicking, and we're all happier for it. I lost the bet. And that's great. I did not need to win it. So all is good. Okay, we are 1 minute to post, and we got some exotics going on. Sadler's Joy is going down. Now it's 16-1. I guess Sadler's Joy across the board would have been an okay pick, but I'm going for a big score. I'm going for some fucking exotics, man. So we got Sadler's Joy, Beach Patrol, and Seventh Heaven. I need them to come fucking running. We have a chance here at a big score, and that's all I want. You know, when it all comes down to it, the key in horse racing is not putting $500 on a fucking favorite. The key is finding a chance to get a big fucking score. And if the 13-12-9 triactor box comes on, who knows what the fuck's going to happen, but it's going to be pretty nice. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, wow, Pirate Creek has my sound on over the Breeders' Cup announcers. What a fuck, that is wonderful, man. I should start play-by-playing the race for you then, pal, but that means a lot. Thank you so much, Pirate Creek. You're a great guy. Great. I shouldn't be assuming the sex of people, but Pirate Creek, much respect. Mikey D, I'm using 5 dimes and took a bet of field wins versus Highland Reel at -120. Ooh, I think that's a great bet. Interesting. That's a really exciting bet, Mikey. Just think there's too many good options for the win. Also have a try box with 10-12-7. Woo! Respect. Flo, put $1 on Tails Manic and $1 on Oscar, and you can say beer is on me. Well, how do I say no to that, Flo? All right. I don't know if I can bet $1 on HPI. Let's see. No, I can't bet $1, Flo. I can't. So I'm not gonna. Let's get back to the. Oh shit! There I am. Is this it? There's the pop. Okay. Jason Pagley says, more importantly, how's Spidey? Spidey is doing wonderfully. We visit him, almost every day, and he seems very happy. And he wasn't happy. Those are animals that have been hurt. And what's the word for the animals over there? They've been injured, sick, and Spidey, they used to not even be able to come near him, and they were told not to make eye contact, and Spidey is just really opening up and becoming a sweetheart. Okay, let's get this cash. Oh, GG has 25 on Beach Patrol. I like that too. Let's get this fucking money, man. Let's get this fucking money. I might not be able to stay in my seat if we're getting close to this shit. We're going for a big score. Triactor box, 9, 12, 13 to get fucking rich. We have a $50 bet from earlier in the day with my local on Beach Patrol, who's now at 7-2. We also have exactor boxes with Highland Reel with both 9, 11, and 12. And then we exactor box 9, 11, and 12. Or sorry, lose the 11. Fuck that. 9, 12, 13. Let's get this fucking cash. Let's get this fucking cash. Oh, race is about to start, man. Maybe I need my shoes on so I don't slip and fucking bail. Because I'm going to be fucking jumping. You know what? Let's get the big fucking win. Let's get that multi-$1,000 win, shall we? Because I haven't got it yet. Time to get it now. Get this fucking cash. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Here we go. Sadler's Joy. Calm, cool, and collected. Not sweaty, no tape. Like it. Like it. If Sadler's Joy wins this race and I don't have the horse that comes second or third, I'll be very upset. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Someone had a really bad start to 6. Good thing he's not on our card. 14 has jumped out to a huge lead. Oscar Performance. Oh no, Flo. Oh, no, but Flo, remember, my thought was that Oscar Performance couldn't handle a mile and a half. Oscar Performance is flying. Beach Patrol's in a great spot, though. Don't go too fast. You don't need to go with Oscar Performance. You don't need to go. Stay cool. So that's Highland Reel and Beach Patrol, second and third. Now, I don't want them to come second and third because it won't pay out enough money. All right, a quarter and 23 and 3. That's pretty fast. Okay. Beach Patrol's in a great spot. Beach Patrol's going for the lead now. Don't go too fast. Don't go too quick. Take your time. Sadler's Joy's in the back of the pack, but running very comfortable. Beach Patrol is nosing his head. Beach Patrol looks very good. Those of you who have money on Beach Patrol should feel very good about themselves. Oscar Performance is running a 48-2 opening half. Might be able to hold on to that, but I do not think Oscar Performance can hold on to a mile and a half. I think Highland Reel and Beach Patrol are looming large right here. Beach Patrol especially. Beach Patrol is now making his move. Who's that coming up with him? The 11. Okay, Sadler's Joy, it's time to make your run. Ooh, Oscar Performance is holding off Beach Patrol. Oh, Jesus, Oscar Performance is looking good. Is he stretching his lead? Oh, Oscar Performance is in a good spot. Wow, Oscar Performance looks good. 112 and 4, 3/4 mile, and he's not looking like he's slowing up at all. Okay, Beach Patrol looks like he's got a step now. Come on, Beach Patrol. Oh, I like this. Someone's coming up very fast on the outside. The 7. Jesus, he's flying. Come on, Beach Patrol. God, I need 7th Heaven to go with Beach Patrol. Beach Patrol's making his move. God, I need one of my horses to go with Beach Patrol and get rich. Come on, who's that coming on the outside? The 12. Come on. Somebody go with Beach Patrol. Somebody I have, not the 1. Fuck. Come on, Beach Patrol, fight him off. And there's Highland Reel flying. Jesus Christ, Oscar Performance. Jesus Christ. Unfucking talismanic. Flo, you're a fucking genius. Talismanic. God damn it. Flo, you're a superstar. A fucking superstar. Jesus Christ. God damn, that was close. Talismanic came running just like Flo said. Wow. And then Sadler's Joy just came too late. Look at Beach Patrol. A fucking head. He loses by a head. Talismanic, Flo. You're a fucking genius. Much respect, Flo. Should have paid for my booze tonight. Very, very impressive, Flo. Much respect. Flo, are you on Twitter? Because I want to follow you. M. Lopez says, 87, anyone have a link? We're watching this on Facebook Live. So just go there, man. Just go to Facebook Live. But we do have a link somewhere. Who gave it to us? I can check in a bit, but I need to watch the replay. Talismanic at 14-1. Yes, now we need to know who Flo has in the Classic. Flo, are you on Twitter? I want to follow you. Respect, man. Very, very impressive. Talismanic. Jesus Christ. Jesus, Talismanic. Wow. Raced against Highland Reel in the 2nd of October, 2016. And found, who was a great horse. Went off 41-1, lost by 19 lengths in 11th place. Flo, you're very impressive. Oh, nice. Thank you, Fuzz Logic, hooking that up. I am, yes, not tweeting bets really, but we'll appreciate the follow. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not asking for any, I don't ever need you to ever send me any bets. I just want to handicap and talk about horses and discuss horses. That's all I want. Wow, and Highland Reel stuck around. I thought Highland Reel was going to fall off. Ran a pretty good race. Wow, fucking impressive, man. Fucking impressive. Oh no, canceled that ticket, Steve Camp. Oh no, had the exactor box 1-9-12. That's going to pay beauty. Talismanic winning, Beach Patrol coming second. Damn. I thought I was in a good spot to get cake there, man. If I could have got one of my horses to come fucking running. Let's see, that exactor, $1 pays $78, 112. Impressive. 50-cent try, 130.90 cents. If I had to put that $2 on Talismanic, like Flo said, it would have paid me $30. Flo, respect. Okay. Flo, I am following you as we speak. I'm impressed. Where do I go? Search. At Flo. At Flo. Oh, there you are. Lauren, my man. Oh, you follow me. Well, I follow you, Flo. Impressed. I'm impressed. Yeah, and I don't ever need you to send me a bet ever. I just want to talk about horses, and if I got to lean on a horse or something I like, I'd like to pitch it to you. Well, it is time. Breeders' Classic, 49 minutes away, and I have had a tough Breeders' Cup. So how do we fix that, you guys? How do we fix that? How do we? Damn it! Now I'm down to $100 in my fucking account. Oh shit, that's not right. All right, here. I am down to $102.60. My goal for $10,000 is not happening. We are not looking very good, but we need to cap the shit out of this. Buzz Logic, break time for me. Back later. Hey, do your thing. Flo says, listen to me and you get it fixed, man. I know you're joking. It's all good, Flo, man. Respect. Respect. I love it. Okay, you guys, it's time to make. Mikey D says, I've lost so many bets in the past trying to pick winners. That's why I love the bet at 5 times. It lets you play field against a particular horse. Mikey D, that was a great bet. A great bet that 5 times offered you. But it's one thing being offered a bet like that, Mikey. It's another thing hammering it, man. Impressive. So Flo says, I also followed the odds. The fave didn't drop under even, so didn't win. Flo, I think that's too simple. But I respect, very much respect everything that you're doing today on the card, and I'm very happy that you're with us. Okay, you guys, we have the Classic. I have $50 with my local on Gunrunner, who is now at 3-1, which is surprising. And I have $102 to bet with. So we're gonna need to come together and get this shit going. Mikey says, by the way, Jimmy, I love this real-time capping. This should be a regular thing. Yeah, I think so too. The real issue, Mikey, is that I wake up at 4 in the morning, so I'm prepared for the morning show, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's why, like, even that Tuesday night show I do with the Beat the Bag wrap-up show is extremely difficult. Just because I'm just so fucking tired, And so because of my morning show responsibilities, like Gabe Morency, I'd love to be a guest on Gabe's show. I'd love to hang with Gabe for 3 hours, but I won't be able to produce beside Loshak, and it's extremely. It means the world to me that I get to sit beside Loshak, and it's my favorite thing. I'm just so thankful that I get that opportunity and I get to hang with you guys, and sitting beside Pete makes me a better capper. And so I need to wake up at 4 in the morning and I need to grind for 3 hours. It's the most important 3 hours of my day. And so I really can't do these live shows, but I mean, I can come in Saturday and we could play a live card. The problem is they have other live shows going on. And it was annoying breaking it up. Maybe I take an hour break and have lunch at that point, maybe. But it's something we'll talk about, especially if we get viewers. We have 52 people watching, 53 watching now. If you guys watch this show and like it, then I can go to Zach and say, listen, people want to bet with me. And I'm pretty interested in this. I can't do it next weekend, but why don't I see if Zach will let me do it the weekend after that? come in and do a live card, a whole day of racing. We'll pick a track. We can pick the track together too. I think that's interesting, Mikey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't want to. It's so difficult getting up for a morning each day, and I wouldn't mind having a chance on the weekends to get fucked up and transfer fluids. But this is a really fun thing. So I think that's a good idea. I think we should. I'll talk to Zach, and then if we get people watching and fucking liking it, then it'll be an easier pitch. Okay, so I fell behind a bit. So Jason Paglia, my man Jay says, Moob Tahij is a live long shot. Flo says, I know it's simple, but on the record, it kind of works. Obviously, you can't take it for granted all the time. Did you do any NBA? I want to put a small action bet on tonight's games. You know what? We can go over the NBA. Soon, but I really want to figure out how to make some fucking money because I've had a bad day right now. Pyro Creek says, notice Talismanic had first or seconds in 5 out of last 6 races, including grade 2s. Maybe an angle for shippers. That's interesting, Pyro. Sunny Bet says, I take the Pelicans flow. -3 looks great. I was interested in that as well, Sunny. So, maybe if we can get some capping done. We do have 44 minutes before post. Maybe we can go over it. My man, Coop Bois. Says, I like your live shows. Thank you so much. Sheik Ramen, what it is, man. Thank you for joining us. Says, love your show, man. Would love to see your horse pick. Sweet, man. I'm down. I would. Why don't we do that? Why don't I'm down. I'll pitch it to Zach on Monday. The issue is, the worry is that not enough people are into this. And already by judging this, by seeing all you guys down, I say we do it, man. Chris IG says, hooked on horse racing now. Beautiful, man. It's the greatest thing. Nothing is more fun to me than gambling on horse racing. And Mikey says, can SBR have more than one live show going? And they can't, right? They can't have more than one live show at this point going on. We don't believe so, but we will look into that. AKNO Good says, how can we maximize on this last race? Time to end on a high note. I'm with you. AKNO. Oh, AK no good. Shit, my fault. AK no good wants to end on a high note, and I'm fucking with you, AK no good. We're going to get that money. Dave McKenna says, handicap races with big man on campus. Is he a horse handicapper? I didn't know if he was. If he is, I will definitely do that. I didn't know he was a horse handicapper. Flo says he was due to win Talismanic. I feel you. My man Penny Packer says, I'm in every Saturday. Let's get this going. Okay. We got Penny Packer in. We got Flo in. We got Mikey D in. Chris IG in. AK No Good in. Dave McKenna in. GG in. Let's fucking do this, man. Jason Pagley says, you got to give us a couple winners back. We got 40 minutes to the Classic. I am with you. Is this the last race? Flo says, yes, it is. And yeah, Flo says, not unless SBR does live shows on different YouTube accounts. And yeah, that's something we'll deal with. Penny Packer says, Thoroughbreds got going this year in Calgary. Finally. I've spent so much time in Alberta over the last 10, 15 years, and that fucking bothered me. I like that little 5.5 bull ring track. I wish it was closer to the fucking city. It pisses me off. Hazel Fire Ham says, my man, exactor box of jockeys here. 1, 4, 8, 11. 1 War Story. I don't know. I love Jose Ortiz too. 8, 1, 4, 8, 11, and you're leaving out Gunrunner. That's ballsy, man. Delta 75 says, Arrowgate, Gunnavera, 2-1, 31. I feel you. Well, let's talk. Let's break down this race. Let's do it right now. We have come to the $6 million Breeders' Cup Classic, run at 1.25 miles on the dirt. Well, which Arrowgate is going to show up? That's the big question. That's the question I have. Which Arrowgate is going to show up? Those 4 races, the Travers Stakes, the Breeders' Cup Classic, the Pegasus, and the Dubai World Cup, was a stretch of 4 races. That was the most impressive thing I have seen, maybe at least in the last 2 years, but maybe longer. A 122 buyer in the Travers Stakes, and that's when we found Arrowgate. Before that, Arrowgate had only run in a 62K winner race with horses who've never won twice in a lifetime. And then he came into the Travers and blew everybody away. There was a Gunrunner in that in that race. Gunrunner lost by 17 lengths that day to Arrowgate. Travers was a huge, and then Arrowgate comes into the Breeders' Cup Classic. He had been just under 12-1 in the Travers comes to the Breeders' Cup Classic, and looked very good. It did not get off to a good start. Was 3 or 4 wide the whole entire race, and then came up big. It was extremely impressive. And then the Pegasus was another extremely impressive race. Sham and Ghost, another one of my favorite horses, came second in that race. I watched Sham and Ghost win the Queen's Plate up at Woodbine, and it was a treat. And then came the Dubai World Cup, where Gunrunner got off so slow and had to go 4 wide around the whole track and caught Gunrunner in impressive fashion, extremely impressive fashion. And then what happened? And then what the fuck happened? That is my question. What happened? Goes into the San Diego Handicap at the lowest price any horse has been in that I've almost ever seen in my life, and lost by 15 1/4 lengths. Put up an 85 buyer. Just was completely empty. Then goes in the Pacific Classic, still a big favorite, and loses to Collected by a half length. Now, when you watch that race, there was never a point. There was never a point when you thought Arrowgate was going to win it. At least for me, he did not look like the same horse. Which Arrowgate is going to step up right now? Okay, and we've lost the fucking feed. Okay, that's very dangerous. That's what I thought was going to happen. We have lost the feed on Facebook. Okay. Sheik Raman's got 500 on Gunrunner, 500 pounds too. That's the real deal. Billy Babel says, love this live show. I don't bet horses, but this has been fun. The morning show with Pete replaced my radio show on my way to work. Oh, that's so kind of you. Billy Babel, or Billy Babel. Thank you so much, man. That means a whole lot. I really care about that opportunity that I have. Delta 7575 says, I got 15 on Arrowgate, and I have 7 on Gunnevera. I would be very amazed if Gunnevera could put something together in this race. Gunnevera. Oh, I've lost my feed. Okay, can somebody give me a YouTube link? Or do I have to can I go on to, I think, I need a link for this race. I'm not going to put it on my computer because we saw how that all fucking worked out. There's a feed on YouTube. Search Breeders' Cup Live, and it might be on regular TV. Okay, well, I will go to YouTube right now. It's on NBC, yeah, but we don't have that. I don't have that shit down here, man. Okay, let's see. Okay. They seem to have it blocked on YouTube. Okay, I'm not going to panic. I'm not going to panic. But I'm going to call somebody right now, because I will hate myself if I can't get this shit going. Jimmy, did you post a link to your morning show on your Twitter? You know, I don't. I don't, and I should. I'm not very good at that side of things, but you're absolutely right. My man B says, I'm on the race's actual website. I'm watching it live. I got it from Google. You're right. We did have that. Let me get in here. No stream. Okay, let's do it. That's a good call. Go to breederscup.com. www. Breeders' Cup. Oh shit! Please just let me in, and we're in. And we are in. Oh, and there's my man Salazar saying, "Try the Breeders' Cup app." Salazar, how? Oh shit! I got things falling off. Sorry. Salazar, how you doing over there, man? I'm having a very difficult day. I'm down a lot of money. Tell me how you're doing. Okay, so we're good. We got the stream. It's big. And we have 36 minutes to cap this shit. Okay. No problem. Got it. Problem. Got it. All right. Not the smoothest shit, but we are in business. Jason Pagler says, a couple friends at Del Mar, and Gunrunner has been the talk of the town. The Backstretch Club loves him. I love Gunrunner. I've got Gunrunner. How do I make this money into more money? Do I put $100 on Gunrunner to win this? I've already got 50. What was the line I got? I should check it out. Flo says, "Hey Jimmy, which was the first winner of the day? As in what horse? Are you talking about the first Breeders' Cup race? Because that's the only I didn't. I was here 39 hours straight, and I'd left here at 3 in the morning yesterday, and I slept in a bit. I threw my shit away. But if I can remember, it was the Breeders' Cup. It was the Juvenile fillies. And who was the first winner of the day? God, I can't remember right now. Gunrunner's 9-5. Okay, I can't remember right now. It was the Juvenile Dirt fillies. I'll remember it in a second. Sheik says, Jimmy, I've not had a chance to see your other results. How have you done so far? Poorly. Very poorly. My account had $600 in it and now has $102 in it. It has been the toughest Breeders' Cup in memory. I'm very disappointed. I put 9 $50 bets in with my local, and only one has paid out. World approval at plus 275. So I guess overall I'm down about $850. Alex, I got Gunrunner at 2 plus 250. Okay, well that's an okay spot. So I guess you're right. So if Gunrunner comes through, then it won't be so bad of a day. Jason Padley says Pavel's a live long shot. Well, let's keep capping. Okay, sorry, we're good. We got it up. All is well. Let's talk about some of these horses now. I think that West Coast is extremely dangerous, and we haven't been talking about him yet. Let's talk about him. JG Castellano and Bob Baffert. It's funny because Baffert seemed to be way more excited about Collected, and I wonder if P. Rip says West Coast to win at plus 500. That's a Caledonia Road. It was Caledonia Road because I had a Godot, the 11, and got blocked by Blonde Bomber and made me very mad. Caledonia Road won it, and Caledonia Road had Mike Smith on his back, and it was extremely impressive. And it was a big mistake for me to not take a 20 or more, 20 to 1 more bigger dog with Mike Smith on it. I think that you should just do that and not even pay attention to what's going on. And that was a mistake. But let's not focus on the mistakes. Let's do some capping. Why aren't you guys talking about West Coast? Don't you feel like West Coast has a shot here? 3 straight triple-digit buyers in the Travers in August 26th, won by 3 1/4. And Gunnevera looked quite good there. Gunnevera came second, only lost by 3 1/4 lengths, and Gunnevera was given a 104 buyer. And that was Gunnevera's last race. So is Gunnevera coming around is a good question, and very possible. Look at this Woodward Stakes by Gunrunner. Jesus, they're showing it on the Breeders' Cup. Oh my God, that was just fucking dominant. What a beautiful, beautiful horse. Flo says this race will be similar. In my opinion, big, massive odds will win. Really? Well, then, if there was a horse with big, massive odds, I don't like. You think Pavel could do it? I mean, he's my favorite jockey in the world. P. Rip says, my long shot is Pavel. Wife likes the name. That's the ankle. Impressive. West Coast to beat Collected prop at William Hill. What is it, Dave? I'm curious about that. Solid Shinoda says Castellano is made for these big races, so of course West Coast has a shot. I'm a big JJ Castellano fan. I think he may be the best jockey in the world. So West Coast runs a Travers that was extremely impressive. The third place horse in that race was IRAP, and if we could all just kind of close our eyes and just send some love to IRAP, who passed away this week. One of my favorite horses in the world, and huge heart, and was such a battler, and died of laminitis this week. And just a wonderful, wonderful horse, and a wonderful being. And I was very sad that we lost IRAP. Okay. Then West Coast goes in the Pennsylvania Derby and throws up a 107, wins by 7 1/4 lengths. Jesus. So Mike Smith has ridden West Coast 3 times and has won by 14 lengths altogether. West Coast beat IRAP in that race. I had IRAP across the board pretty heavy in that race, so I still did okay. But West Coast looks like the real deal. Let's see. Jonathan Nelson in the house likes Gunrunner. I do too. Flo said 2 for 2 on the Breeders' Cup. Yeah, man. Flo, you're looking good. My man Jason says Baffert won the last 3 classics with a 3-year-old. West Coast in his sophomore year has a legitimate shot. You're absolutely right. My man B says, any thoughts? Gun showing me plus 246 against the field. Yeah, you're getting plus 246 to win. You know what? I think that's pretty much where Gunrunner is going to end up. It looks like Arrowgate's going to be the favorite here, and we're going to get Gunrunner at 5-2. And I think I'm going to jump on Gunrunner at this point, but I'd like to put myself in a situation where I can make more money than that, and I don't really see it right now. Okay, so let's talk about Collected, because there's not been much talk about Collected at this point. Collected, well, we haven't even really, have we broke down Gunrunner and why we haven't? I guess I've just been, because I'm so into Gunrunner. Why don't we do Gunrunner and then we'll come over to Collected. Gunrunner 5-2. I have $50 early at plus 250 on him. I have 100 left in my account and I want to do some damage with it. Gunrunner has put together 8 straight triple-digit buyers. Has looked extremely good and was definitely a triple-digit buyer when he lost to Arrowgate in Dubai. In the Stephen Foster handicap at Churchill Downs, he destroyed the competition, won by 7 lengths, and just made it look extremely easy. Then he went into the Whitney at Saratoga, and Saratoga is a track that I try to get to every summer, and wasn't able to this summer, which really bothered me. But it's just so fucking enjoyable. Jason Pagley says if Gunrunner goes off at 3-1, I'd take a shot with $100, and I think that's a good call. Jason, we have 29 more minutes to figure this shit out. Alex McMillan says, Jimmy, if you hit Gunrunner, you'll be at even with your 9 picks you tweeted out this morning. Oh, you know what? I'd fucking take that, man. I'd take that. I think I wouldn't. Wow, I'd take that, but I'm pretty disappointed. Gigi lost the feed. Anyone watching online need a new way? Yeah, Gigi, we got hooked up. Go to the breederscup.com website. That's what's working for me right now. So Gunrunner comes into the Whitney and again destroys the competition by 5 1/4. But it was the Woodward that was astonishing, absolutely astonishing. Gunrunner was just kind of stalking the pace, and then when Giroux asked him to go, he fucking went. Won by 10 1/4 lengths. It was extremely impressive. Now Thomas comes in. Okay, Churchill to make amends for Giant Causeway's unlucky defeat against Tisnow when Mick Kinane dropped his whip with a furlong to go and gets beaten by a nose. Come on, the Irish. I think this is so cool that you're on Churchill. I think this is so cool, Thomas. Why don't we break down Churchill and then we'll move over to Collected. And if anybody needs a horse breakdown, let's do it. Delta asks if horse wants revenge. I hear you. Alex says, I'll take it too, buddy. This was fun either way. Alex, you're such a great sport, and I wish I had done better fourth, my man. I'm quite disappointed that I had this kind of a Breeders' Cup, but these things happen. So Churchill, first time Lasix, never run on the dirt. 12 lifetime races, 7 wins, 1 second, 2/3, $1,787,000 in money earned. Let's see. So has not won a race since May 27th of this year. Won the Tattersall's Irish 2000 Guineas Grade 1 or Group 1 as they call it over there. Had a 121 time form rating. Interesting. Gunrun P-Rips has a Gunrunner Arrowgate West Coast 1-2-3 for $12. Just clicked it. And not boxed, eh? P-Rips just straight, eh? Gunrunner Arrowgate West Coast. Respect. Is it too simple to take the 4 horses that I like the most and put them in a superfecta box, $1 for $24? It might be too simple to do that, but I am thinking about it. Yeah, let me know if you guys think that's too simple. Delta 7575 was saying I was just thinking this race may have all faves. It's possible, but it's so easy to read why horses are favored. Like, it's so easy to read when a horse is just the key thing I think to do, and it's harder to do when you're capping the best horses in the world, is to find the excuse for a horse. And that's always where you can really that's how you can find an angle with a long shot. P-Rip says, work smart, not hard, boys. But P-Rips, respect, man. Respect. So let's talk about Churchill a little longer. I wonder what the issue was over the last 4 races. Churchill's a 3-year-old. Another Aidan O'Brien Moore connection. First time Lasix. Lost the Queen Elizabeth Stakes last out at the Royal Ascot, or at the Ascot. It was a 1-mile race. Closed up from 2 furlongs, kept on, was held safe. Had a bad race in Ireland. I guess too much Irish pressure. Bad race in Leopardstown. In the Irish Champion Stakes was a Group 1. Was a big favorite and came 7th. Now it was only back by 3 3/4 of a length. So it was a very close 7th, if there is such a thing. Lost again before that in the Judgmont International Stakes in York. Lost to Ulysses, who we were hoping we'd have a chance to watch in the last race, but it was a late scratch, which is too bad. And then, so I don't know, four straight losses against. Now it's coming over to race against the best horses in the world on dirt. I find it almost impossible to believe in this horse. So I'm not going to. Now let's go to Collected. But you know what, Thomas Milady, respect. And I hope you cash, man. If I don't, if Churchill comes through, man, respect. 15-1, same as he was on the morning line. 5% of the action's on your Irish horse, which is cool. Flo went on this Kings plus 7.5. Really, I think the Kings might be in trouble tonight. Oh, the Golden State over 229. I like that action, Flo. I dig it. Bulls over 97.5 team total. I question if they can pull off what they did against the Magic yesterday. But respect. P-Rips is on the over 2. Yeah, I've got to get that action in, and I will. And my battery is getting low. I'm at 9%, which worries me about this chat, but it should be fine. Let's break down Collected. Paglia says, I throw Collected out. He will have to use too much too early to get in a position to pounce. And he will, see, it's the coming out of the 11th hole. I mean, if there's a reason to completely forget Collected, it's because that 11th hole is too tough. And we just saw what it did to Bolt Doro. It's stupid. It was a fucking mistake. Such a mistake taking any horse that's coming from that post at Del Mar. It's just a mistake. That first turn comes too fast, and it's just bad. Very, very troubling when you come from the 11th spot. And that's why maybe we should just take Collected out of it. If we took Collected out of it, then the Arrowgate West Coast Gunrunner triactor box would come into play, which is very possible. Very possible. B says 90% of the money's on Gunrunner. It can't be. I mean, it's at 5-2. Arrowgate's the favorite here. Wow, it's 52-49 at halftime to Detroit. Interesting. Paglia said, okay, I didn't realize I already started, so I just put in play. Okay, Flo, I didn't realize that either. I fixed a leak in my NBA capping. Delta 7575 says, yeah, well, I'm interested in that. H.E. Pennypacker War Story plus 10,000. Wow, I mean, that's a huge number, but you think War Story can do damage here? I just don't know how. Let's take a look at War Story. Obviously, got Jose Ortiz on his back. That doesn't hurt. Let's see. In the Woodward, he lost by 13 3/4 of a length to Gunrunner. In the Whitney, he lost to Gunrunner by 13.5 lengths. That's enough for me. EJS88 says, I need a damn play. We got 22 minutes, EJ. 22 minutes. Let's stay calm. Figure this out. Paglia says, against Lesser, Collected could do it, but this is a class of the class. Too much to ask. I hear you, Jason, a lot, but don't forget, Collected just beat Arrowgate. Just put up 115 buyer. So P-Rips put $2 on War Story. I get it. I get it. Pennypacker puts a little sprinkle on War Story. I feel you. This is a tough spot. It's a tough spot for these horses. Gunrunner is the best horse in the world, and I think the move is to put $100 on Gunrunner to win and just not have such a bad day. Is that the move, you guys? I mean, it's a boring move. Well, let's see. If I was going to do something different, I would put Gunrunner and West Coast in an exactor box. Let's go over this again. I would put Gunrunner and West Coast in the exact box. But West Coast has never run a buyer that's going to be needed. But it looks like Mike Smith sort of geared down in those last couple of races. Knew he had the win and sort of geared down. Mike Smith obviously chose to run with Arrowgate. All right, let's see. Flo says, War Story and Win the Space, you just back with $1 just to say you back them. I think there's more of a chance to win the lottery than them to win. I feel you. Pyro Geek says, following last race, these foreign horses could be the upset horses. 30-1 War Decree and 50-1 Churchill. I got 1 with 5 with, okay, that's an interesting spot with the Superfecta. Maybe that's a better play if you're going to do the Superfecta. Just take Gunrunner to win and then box the last 3. I think that's a good spot. Jason Pagler says, New York Times pulled 12 top handicappers, 8 picked Gunrunner. Interesting. EJS88, has any horse ever won 2 consecutive Breeders' Cup Classics? Oh, shit. I don't. That's such a good. I mean, obviously, the Breeders' Cup hasn't gone back that far, so I can't think of one. I can't think of one. I think some of them could. American Pharoah, actually, well, I don't know, because it seems like every year a new superstar comes on the scene. P-Rips, even 50 on Gunrunner to win when the other, yeah, I get it. Hunter Bailey, Gunrunner will blaze it. Leche, the bookmakers, nice, Hunter, much love. Pirate Creek said Arrowgate is too scary. Delta 7575, winning on the soccer nonstop. Keep that cash coming. 10 units on Gunrunner. Wow. At minus 107 against Arrowgate. Ooh, B. That's exciting. That's exciting, homie. Thomas Milady says stalls should be staggered like athletics on a track like this so we can really see who the best horse is. Takes away from the sport when a draw determines the winner. Thomas, that's such a good call. I guess it's hard for them to pull that off, but that's such a good call. Jesus Christ, that's a good call, Thomas. Pagley says no, so no one has. Yeah, I couldn't think of one. EJS88 says Arrowgate makes history. Not the Arrowgate I've been watching the last few months. Henny Packer says, you post on Twitter, Delta? Delta 7575 says, Washington at home should smoke Oregon, like 45-14. Okay. Bob Baffert, like 400 horses in this race. 4, actually. Baffert is the king, man. No doubt about that. But we're talking about Bob Baffert, the trainer. Pagley, if Arrowgate wins, he will be the first horse ever to top $20 million in earnings. Holy shit. It's not going to happen. But he is the favorite, which is a nice spot. There he is right there. Beautiful horse. Flo says, so he really wants to win this. No doubt about that. Dave McKenna likes Tiz Now. What are you talking about? Tiz Now's not in. Oh, okay. Like Tiz Now, I guess you're saying. Pyro Creek says, you will get. Oh, you're saying, did Tiz Now win back-to-backs? I'd have to look that up. Pyro Creek says, you will get a good price if you bet Gunrunner to place. Well, I mean, for a horse of Gunrunner's quality, you'll get a better price than maybe I expected you to get 24 hours ago. But I mean, I don't know if you'll get even money. Pyro Creek likes a 1-5 exactor box. Alex McMillan, Bisping, GSP. It's going to be a big fight. I can't wait to watch it tonight. Who do you like, Alex? In that, McMillan likes GSP over 4.5 rounds. Interesting. Jonathan Nelson in the house. Let's go, Gunrunner. Flo says no good price on Gunrunner to place. Yeah, I think Flo's right. I can't imagine. I can't imagine people are gonna. If you're gonna bet on Arrowgate, you're gonna bet Arrowgate to win this race. It's just too possible that he doesn't show up. Jason says the favorite has to run out for Gunrunner. Take place money. My man B. Jekyll says, here's my hedging on Gunrunner. Got West Coast. Okay, West Coast first collected. Got Gunrunner. War Decree versus... Okay, well, you got West Coast against collected. I feel you. He's got Gunrunner over War Decree. And he's got Arrowgate versus any horse. That's interesting. Flo is he's 3.75. Anything under 5, you don't get any profit. Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, you are using decimals, but I believe that's right. Dave McKenna says the Greek has the field minus 240 versus Arrowgate. You know, I don't know if that's where you want to go. I think you pick a horse to beat Arrowgate here. So you either pick Gunrunner or West Coast, I think. Um, so are we in agreement that Collected is fucked because he's coming out of the 11 post? That's the question. That is the question. EJ says, why is Arrowgate still a big favorite after his last few races? Well, first off, he's not a big favorite, but I can tell you why, EJ. It's because of a recency, or sorry, excuse me, it's because of a vividness bias. What Arrowgate did not long ago, right? There's no reason for Arrowgate to not be running well. I mean, he's just 4 years old. What Arrowgate did was phenomenal. It's a vividness bias that we have. These are the biggest races in the whole world. I mean, these aren't just like fucking grade ones. The Travers Stakes is a grade one. Pacific Classic's a grade one. This is the Breeders' Cup Classic, the Pegasus World Championship, the Dubai World Cup. Those are the three biggest races in the entire world. So it's that. It's the vividness bias. People remember this is a California horse. Um, Bob Baffert's a California guy. I guess he was born in Kentucky, so I guess he's not a California horse, but bred in Kentucky, raised in California, and we're in California where all these fans want to see Arrowgate go out on top, and that's why you're going to get this, and we get this every year. If you remember, California Chrome was the favorite in the Classic last year when it was pretty clear that Arrowgate was the new horse, and still California Chrome was favorite because everyone had fallen in love with California Chrome, and everyone's fallen in love with Arrowgate. So I think that's why it is, EJ. Okay, so solid Shinoda, what it is, man, is DRF's minutes to post correct. It says 13 minutes. Yeah, that's right. Mine says 14 minutes. I think I'm just a little bit behind you guys. Jonathan Nelson says Gunrunner head to head with Arrowgate is plus 114. I like it. Arrowgate is going to have to run a big race, and he's on the rail. You know what, Jonathan Nelson? I think if Gunrunner beats Arrowgate, well, you know what? Maybe I take that back because West Coast can win this race. So I take that back. Maybe that is a good spot. I think that is a good spot. I think that's a good spot. But you're going to get 5-2 if you take Gunrunner to win. So Pirate Creek says, yes, you are right. Arrowgate wins or does not show up. One with 5 exacta straight and place on 5. Oh, straight exactly. Yeah, no, sorry. That's a good. I get it. I think that's a smart Pirate Creek. If you're going to go with Arrowgate, I think that's a good place to do it. I think that's a good place to do it. Now, I am concerned about West Coast, but I think you're right. I think that was a really good call, and I forget who made it, and I could look up, but there's just so much on my mind right now about how Collected's going to have to run too fast out of the gate to ensure that he doesn't go too wide. I think that's a very, very important piece of information. Extremely important, and I agree with that totally. Okay, my man B says, Jimmy, when you get a chance, check your Twitter for a video watching race 11 with you. Okay, cool. I will check that, my man. Thanks, pal. I will check that out for sure. But we have to focus. I haven't figured out exactly what I should do. Cameron Raphael says, should I put 50 on Gunrunner and Arrowgate? No, I don't think that's. I think that's too risky. Because you're only going to get 5-2 with Gunrunner and 2-1 with Arrowgate. And I think West Coast is a very serious horse in this race. So I don't think that's the right move. And I hope you guys can come back in and answer these questions as well. We got a lot of horse handicappers working with us right now. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about that, or have to say about that, excuse me. This is exciting stuff. We are 12 minutes away from the $6 million Breeders' Cup Classic. And I'm enormously excited about this. And Mikey D, I'm really excited about what you thought of. Maybe I can't do it this weekend coming up, but maybe in 2 weeks from now, I come in and hammer a card, a West Coast card. I think that sounds like a great call, and it's really exciting. I would love to do it. Got my HBI account in effect, but we have to figure out a better way for me because I wasn't getting a good enough signal with my HBI bet account. So that's the problem. So we need to find a link. We need to find a way for me to That's the problem. So the problem is just viewing it, because right now we have this beautiful Breeders' Cup stream coming in perfectly. So that would be the issue. So, oh shit, no, I can't switch off. Don't switch off. Okay, I'm at 5%. Shit. Okay. Okay, I've got a problem here. I'm gonna have to plug in my fucking computer. All right, you know what? I'm going to lose my computer soon, and I shouldn't. There's 12 minutes to post. Fuck. Oh shit! Here's a problem. Oh no, I'm good. Oh, I'm so good. Oh, I'm in business. I'm in fucking business. All right, we're good. We are back in action. Okay. Mikey D says, I'll definitely watch. Okay, no, it's dope. Thank you for that idea, Mikey D. Jason Patrick says, West Coast is live for sure at 4-1. I'd take $10 on that horse. Undecided here. Well, we got 10 minutes. Let's stay calm and not panic. Delta 7575 says, so sick. I took Vegas over 7.5. Alternate total of 5-4 Vegas wins. Nice. That's huge. That's really huge. What number did you get on that? Thomas says, if Arrowgate wins, it will be the biggest comeback since the elephant's foreskin. Nice analogy, Thomas. Respect. Vitalis just got back. What happened? What I missed? Nothing, man. We're 10 minutes away from the $6 million Breeders' Cup Classic, Vitalis. And I have not made my bet yet, and I'm a little panicky. But I'm trying to stay calm. I've got 9 minutes to put my action in. Nothing to worry about. Cameron Raphael says, I'm going to lay off, but I'll be rooting for all you guys. Oh, Cameron. Okay. Delta 75 plus 235 on that shit. Alternate goal line or alternate over 7.5. That's a great move, Delta. Respect, man. That's huge. Oh, I love it. I love it. EJ says, Arrowgate is the square pick of the night, I think. I do. I agree. I think it's just a vividness bias that the West Coast Collected looks like a beast, man. You know, if Collected wasn't coming from the outside, I would take them. All right, I got 9 minutes to post. I'm going to want to put my action in about 4 minutes. And I'm a little concerned, but I think it's Gunrunner. I think I just take Gunrunner to win. How do I make the most money out of this race? I think, you know what? I think maybe I put a... Maybe I put a exactor box, Gunrunner, West Coast. $10 or something. And then put the rest on Gunrunner to win. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know what you guys think. Oh my God, live pick 6 tickets. There's only 16. Holy fuck, those guys. You guys be fucking losing their mind right now. Jonathan Nelson, I'm locked in on Gunrunner with a small hedge with West Coast. Let's go. Yeah, I say a $15 exactor. Gunrunner, $15 straight exactor, Gunrunner to West Coast. A $5 exactor, West Coast to Gunrunner. And then I'll put the rest on Gunrunner to win. How does that sound, you guys? Yeah, I think that's a play. I think that's a play. Now, if I was really going for a big score, which I probably should with my account, 7 minutes to post. Don't panic. I think I probably should go for a big score. Why don't I go for it, man? Why don't I go? I've already got money with my book on Gunrunner to win, so why bother doubling down on that? Why don't I go $70 straight exactor Gunrunner West Coast and a 30, I think I'm at 102, like a $32 exactor West Coast Gunrunner. What do you guys think about that? Thomas says, big shout out to y'all from Ireland. Win, lose, or draw. I had a great night with you and my bottle of Jameson whiskey. Oh, man. I want to drink some Jameson with you, Thomas. Come down to Rica. Okay, so 6 minutes to post. What do you guys think I should do? Do you guys think I should go for I think I should go for a big score here. Why not? I've already got the $50 on Gunrunner. Why? Well, $100 is just going to get me, what, $250? Why don't I go for a huge score? I think, okay, I got 6 minutes post. I'm not going to panic. What do you guys think about that? So Pirate Creek says, sounds good. Dan Kelly says, only go for it if you love the bet. P-Rip says, good play. Dan Kelly says, don't go for it because you have money with your book. Interesting. Okay. I think you're right there. Hagley says, 5 with 111, $50 exactor costs you $100. 5 with 1, 5 with 11. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to, I think Arrowgate is not the horse he was. P-Rip says, swing for the fucking fences. Las Vegas says, go all in. Okay, I think that's the play. I think I'm going to go for a big score here. I'm going to go $70 exactor, gun runner to West Coast, and a $35 exactor, West Coast to gun runner. Okay? Let's do it. Okay, let's fucking do it. I have $102.60 from 600. That is not good. Okay. Race 12. Exactor. $70. Gun runner to win. West Coast to come second. But what if Arrowgate does run well? I'm going to do it. Fuck. Okay, it's okay. Do I need $250? Fuck it. Who cares? $250? Who cares? I'm going for a big score here. I'm going for a big score. Fuck it. I already have $50. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. $50. Okay. $70 straight exactor, gun runner to West Coast. Place bet. Confirm bet. Next bet. Oh, I need to change the amount. $32. West Coast to gun runner. Place bet. Confirm bet. Done. 60 cents left in my account. Okay. It's in. All right. We're fucking in. All right. Gigi says, don't question yourself. Put your balls on the table and say it's the winner. Loom at it. Look at it. Sorry. Thomas Malaya, I had $100 euro each way double with Declaration of Peace and Churchill. Okay, I dig it. Giddy up. Gun runner, West Coast, gun runner, says Thomas. Do you think it's possible they've been saving Arrowgate for this race? EJ says, no, I think that is impossible. Arrowgate would have finished his career as the greatest horse of all time. And well, I mean, I shouldn't say greatest horse of all time, but Arrowgate would have secured himself, established himself as one of the greatest horses of all time. So, but Flo says it's very possible, EJ. So, you know, Flo knows what it is and what it isn't. Okay. God, look how gorgeous it looks, Del Mar, man. I still haven't been that track. Right on the beach like that. That's so beautiful. Water coming through. All right. 2 minutes from the Breeders' Cup Classic. I have my last $102. I have a $70 exactor gun runner to West Coast and a $32 exactor West Coast to gun runner. Get this cash. Woo! This is exciting shit, man. This is some exciting shit. P-Rip says, I feel good about gun runner and West Coast. Let's smash this like we would a fat chick at 3 a.m. on a work night. P-Rips, you know 3 a.m. is an hour before I wake up, man. No smashing nothing at that time. But respect, P-Rips. Respect. Flo says, what did you back, Jim? I just said it. So I have a $50 with my local on gun runner to win. But for this race, I have a $70 exactor gun runner, $70 straight exactor gun runner to West Coast, and a $32 exactor West Coast to gun runner. Let's fucking get this, man. Let's fucking get this. Let's fucking get this. H.E. Pennypacker. It's a great fucking name, man. H.E. Pennypacker says, salute. Well, let's see. Let's fucking see, man. Big bet. Big bet. Big bet. I wish I could have made a bigger bet, but I fucking lost nonstop all fucking day, man. Very disappointing. But make it all up in one fucking race. So I don't know if you guys are ahead of me. I'm a minute to post, but there's no way this race is a minute going on in a minute. There's still walk. Hey Thomas, there's Churchill looking good, man. Irish eyes be smiling, looking good. Oh, now not looking so good. Got a little jumpy as soon as I said that. And good luck to you guys. Hey, and let me also say that we can't do this without you guys. So thank you so much, and let's do this again, man. I'm down. Why don't we run a card every Saturday? I think it's a great thing, man. I will pitch it to Zach for sure. There's West Coast. God, this is going to be fucking exciting. Thomas says it's time. It's 0 minutes to post, but they're not even close to the fucking gates. I think they're going to wait, try and get as much money out of this as possible. There's Gunnavera. Oh, no, there's Pavel on the screen, but they're talking about Gunnavera. Pavel looks good, man. These are good-looking horses. Cameron says, stay on all night, Jimmy. You know what? This has been an extremely difficult week doing all this capping, man. Extremely difficult. I couldn't even go home on Thursday night because I was preparing for the Breeders' Cup videos, which I did exhausted. I was too tired when I did them. I don't know how good they look, but yeah, I'm gonna go get fucked up. I'm gonna go watch the UFC, relax, get fucked up, man. Hit a little Jameson and pickle. Steve Campo not gonna cancel a ticket this time. Steve, don't worry. Those things happen, man. We'll get that cash, man. We'll get that cash back, man. We'll start doing live cards every Saturday or Sunday. I think it'll be more. Would you guys? Let me ask you this: what's the better day, Saturday or? I think for me, I'm much bigger into the NFL than I'm into college, so I think Saturday will be the best day, and that might change. Maybe when the NFL season's over, we move over to Sundays. P-Rip says, "God to rest up, mine needs it, man." I feel you. I feel you, man. This was a really tough week, and then back at it Monday morning. You know how it is, but I like it a lot. There's collected. So I think that was an important note, and an important note. Collected having to come from the 11th post is just too difficult. We've seen how hard it is. So coming from that 11th post, he's going to have to sprint. He's going to have to get a huge start, and that will tire him out on 1.25 miles. Mikey says, start capping the Australian racetracks at night. So funny. Mark says, I would fucking love doing cards for Saturdays. Okay, Mark, if you guys are in, man, I'm going to pitch it. Man. Spend every weekend of the racing season down at Oakland. Oh, man, I haven't been to Oakland yet. Would love to have some extra insight. That's one of the parks I haven't been at. I'm down, man. We'll do it. You know, Mikey D, it's funny you bring up the Australian races because when I'm at an off track, if you come in, my off track was actually I would just go straight to the track in Vancouver because we don't have a good off track in downtown Vancouver. We don't have any off tracks in downtown Vancouver. So I would go over to the horse track to Hastings, and I would go to Jerome's, and Jerome's is my spot. And if you came in and got me in Jerome's, and I'm betting on the Australian horses, that means I'm fucking hammered, and I'm down hundreds of dollars, and somebody needs to take me home. So that's always the case. Always the fucking case. If you ever see me betting on the Australian horses, somebody please stop it and take me home. EJ said they just showed a video where 3 celebrities picked West Coast, so there that goes. Yeah, I mean, who gives a fuck what the celebrities have to say? My man Dave says, Jimmy, you and Pete needed to get some bikini girls on the show in the morning. You can get better ratings than Howard Stern did on the old Channel 9 shows. Dan Kelly says, extra hour of sleep tonight. Oh, shit. It goes back. You know, it doesn't change here. It doesn't change for us in Costa Rica. But fuck, I forgot about that. Jason Pagley says, give us one bet for NBA, NHL, NCAA football. Okay, well, why don't we wait till this race is over, and I'll give you my best bets. Off the top of my head, though, I'd rather take a look at it. But just off the top of my head, I think I like the Warriors Nuggets over. And I think I like the Sharks Ducks under, but I would like not to be called out on that. I'd like to take a look. Maybe we'll take a quick look after this is over if I can keep my shit together. Wow, we have a joint favorites now. Late money has come on Gunrunner. Ed Olchuk, like the 11 collected. Ed Olchuk is a very smart capper. We have seen how hard it is for these horses coming out of the 11 spot, and that's what gave me pause. So, it's not that I don't think it's possible. Cameron Raphael says Golden State first half -5. I don't think so, Cameron. I've not been taking Golden State on the first half lines, and when they beat the Spurs by 20 points, they were losing at the half. So I don't think that's as safe as a bet with Golden State as a full game spot. I really don't. And Delta says, "Oh, there is that burned me last game." Then they covered the full game. Yeah, I agree. And even the Rockets, I've been doing very well with the Rockets, and they've been covering big totals, and I don't take them at the half, and they have been covering at the half. So then, two sides to everything. Pyro Creek says most cards have too many maidens and short fields. I would be here for the Pacific Classic, Kentucky Derby, Dubai World Cup, Travers. I hear you, but I'd still like to do it. We'd have to see if people cared about it, but it'd still be fun. I mean, it's pretty fun handicapping with $5,000, $10,000 claimers. I mean, keeping in mind that they're just that they're a ton of volatility. Still can be fun. GG says I've been on the first quarters with Golden State. Interesting. Warriors always come back from double digits. They're a second half team. I'm curious, GG. How has the first quarters with Golden State been going? I wouldn't know that. This Golden State line is sharp. Hardest NBA game on the card. Yeah, the Nuggets are a team where you never know what you're going to get with them, actually, either. Cameron says they came out bad last game. I can see them wanting to come out strong, and Denver destroyed them last time they played. That's a great point, Cameron, for sure. Alex says, Jimmy, we actually have met at the sports bar on Dundas in Toronto. I was a bartender, your buddy's birthday. You asked me to put on the Cubs. Oh, shit. Okay, shit. Alex, of course. Of course. Oh, man, this is, of course, yeah, man. I love your sports bar, dude. What the fuck's it called? The Contender. You're the bartender at the Contender. I fucking love your bar, dude. I'd say it's my favorite bar in Toronto, man. There's always room. You have bubble hockey. You have a game almost NBA Jam like game. You have the basketball shooting game. You have shuffleboard, but that shuffleboard table needs more salt, Alex. Not enough salt on that shuffleboard player. Some of us take shuffleboard really fucking serious, and that fucking table's got just like complete fucking patches where it just stops, man. Next time I come down to the Contender, I'm gonna bring a bag of fucking shuffleboard salt with me, and we'll fucking fix that shit. But much love, Alex. Thank you for being a part of this, man. Much respect. And your Spark Sports on Twitter. Okay, shit, man. Well, thank you for making that connection, man. I dig that. EJ says they keep pushing back the post time. They're just trying to make as much money as possible on this race, man. We got to be cool. Got to be relaxed. Delta 75 says I got Warriors 116, 109. Yeah, I hear you. Alex and I are Canadians, and I'm a big Jamal Murray fan, and I think he's going to fucking light it up tonight, man. What a fun night. Alex, are you still at the Contender? Let me know. Alex, I got to get you to come down to fucking Costa Rica, man. That's what I got to get. For sure. Oh, that's cool. I remember that night well. It was Sweet Baby Babs' birthday. Fuck, man. Hilarious. EJ says, Jimmy, you got to sell t-shirts that say, I hear you, respect. Yeah, man. I don't know. We got some better lines, I think, for our shirts, but I got you, man. Golden. Oh shit. Oh, message retracted. Pyro Creek said, ever bet Gulfstream? Seems some post time hit 0. You got at least 5 minutes to bet. I bet Gulfstream all the time. And I like it. I think the actual talent at Gulfstream and the purses are going down. And but I love it. And I haven't been to Gulfstream before. I haven't been live. And my dad has, and he brags about it all the time. Fuck a rock lobster bar, oyster bar. He says that it's never too crowded. That he says it's just heaven. And I really want to go to Gulfstream. You know who goes there every Saturday is Mark Lawrence, one of the best cappers in the industry. He's there every Saturday, so I'd love to go. I'd love to hang out with Mark. And is that where you're at, man? Pirate Creek, is that where you're at? Because I promise I'm gonna make that happen. Steve Campbell says my buddy does the capping at Gulfstream. Oh shit! Where are you at, Steve? Where are you at? EJ says apparently one horse has won back to backs. Yeah, Tis Now. Tis Now is one. I forget who mentioned that, but it was a great call. Tis Now has so many children doing incredible stuff, especially fillies doing really well. McMillan says, "Yeah, I'm still there doing other things, but I'm still there from time to time." I feel you. Just checked the Golden State 6-4 in first quarters. Okay, respect. Pirate Creek, Los Angeles. You were at Santa Anita yesterday. Oh, dope, man. Santa Anita is probably my favorite track. I haven't been to Gulfstream, so maybe that'll change. But Santa Anita is like heaven to me. Okay, we're coming in. We're coming in now. At the mile a quarter on dirt, it looks like a little bit easier to get to the first turn. They brought that gate all the way back, which scares me a little bit. I think Collected could still be dangerous. Alex says, would love to go to Costa Rica. Let's meet up and make it happen. I'm down, man. Alex, you come down here. I'll lock you down, man. I will take care of you. And we got some big things coming up, Alex. So I'll keep you in touch because we'll give out prizes. We'll give out flights and stuff like that to some of our events. Okay, it's happening. It's all happening right now. We are getting into the gates. I'm a little nervous, but I like it. Why aren't the Penguins favored tonight? I thought they were, unless the lines changed. Maybe they're playing their backup. They were earlier today. The Canucks were minus, like the Pens were like, oh, here we go. Here we go. Breeders' Cup Championship. Let's go. Come on, Gunrunner, get off to an okay start. He kind of bumped the gates there, but that's fine. Collected's going for it. You know he has to. But is he going to get there? He's not going to get there. Collected's not going to get there. They pushed him off. That's very tough. Collected, you're right. Collected, I think, will expend too much energy. I think Collected might expend too much energy trying to do this. West Coast is 3 wide, too. I don't like that. Wow. Wow. Fucking wow. Where's Arrowgate? Wow. Arrowgate's way back. I don't think Arrowgate's got it. Collected's in a good spot. I hope he's expended too much energy. I don't think Arrowgate will be found in this race. Collected's coming up on Gunrunner. Holy fuck. God, I hope West Coast makes a move. God, I hope Collected used too much energy. Here comes West Coast. Come on, Collected, drop out of this. Come on, Collected, drop out of this. Oh, no, they're running away. Oh, here comes West Coast. Oh, no, here comes Collected. Here comes Collected. Come on, Gunrunner, hold him off. Hold him off, Gunrunner. Come on, baby, hold him off. Come on, Gunrunner, hold him off. Come on, Gunrunner, hold him off. Hold him off. Come on, you can do it. Come on, West Coast, get up there. 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 He's not going to get up there. Fuck. And Gunrunner's going to take care of business. Ah. Should have just put all my money on Gunrunner. But whatever. Went for the big score. Fuck, that was exciting. Oh, man, that was exciting. Fuck. Very close. Very fun. Collected didn't fade. Collected is a very good horse. That Triactor minus Arrowgate was the play. I'm happy that I didn't. Oh, fuck. Collected is an awesome horse. Wow. Very, very exciting stuff. Well, there goes Arrowgate. Off to the fucking... What happened to Arrowgate? What's that story, I wonder? Wow. Gunrunner. Well, I guess it makes me even for the day with my book, which helps. But it would have been smarter to put more money on Gunrunner. Did you see Gunrunner hold off Collected like that? That is a horse. That is just a phenomenal, phenomenal horse. Hmm. Collected looked very good. Came out very fast and looked very good. I mean, now it's easy to look back, but I wish I had taken, split up $50 exactor gun runner collected, $50 exactor gun runner West Coast. I didn't have enough money to fuck with. Okay, Thomas, much love, man. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. This was very, very wonderful running with you guys. Very exciting. Wow. Gunrunner, the fastest horse in the world. Gunrunner. Wow. Very, very cool. Well, do we want to take a quick look at the card and put in our best bets? Let's do that quickly. Wow, I lost a lot of money today on the Breeders' Cup. A lot of money. Okay. So here we are. We don't need this anymore. Okay. Yeah, I should have hit the trifecta, but it's okay. It's okay. Handicapped it well. Knew that Arrowgate wasn't going to be a part of it. I could have made other mistakes. I could have put a superfecta box and put Arrowgate in it, and that would have lost. It's okay. I'm not that angry. It hurts. It hurts, but I'm not that angry. Collected is the real deal, though. If Collected had have started where West Coast started, let's say, or like War Story, closer to the, it didn't have to force the start. Collected could have won that race easily. Collected is a very special horse. It's 1 a.m. in Dublin, man. Thomas, thanks so much for being a part of this. Alex, yeah, 2 for 7 plus 0 units with my book, whatever, it's all good. And Delta thinks he learned 1, 2, 3 Gunrunner, Arrowgate, West Coast. 1, 2, 3 Gunrunner, Arrowgate. Yeah, it's a loser. Yeah, it was Arrowgate. We don't need Arrowgate in our shit. Okay, let's go. Let's get this. www. We'll take a quick look at Sportsbook reviews, lines for the night, and make some quick calls right before we shut her down. Yeah, I did. Okay, whatever. Okay. Oh, thanks so much, Jason. Much love, man. All you guys are, we can't do it, man. If you guys aren't watching, caring about this shit, we just can't do it. So it means the world that you guys care. Okay, I'm just gonna log on quickly. Let's take a quick look. Salazar, I hate to hear you cheering against Collected. I know. Collected ran a monster race, Salazar. How did you end up? Oh, you loaded up, my friend. Yeah, I will, man. How did you do, Salazar, in the end, pal? How did you make out? D Banker PH. Does a trainer make a big difference? Yes, trainer makes a big difference. Eldon Strangeway, thank you for joining us. That was wonderful. Why are the Ducks plus 160? Delta says they're just so banged up. Without Getzlaff and Fowler, they have no power play. They don't have much going on. They are not. And P-Rip says because the Sharks will win. Okay, let's take a quick look at the games going on right now. St. Louis is beating Toronto 3-1. That was easy money. The Jets are tied 2-2 with the Habs. I'm happy I didn't lose money there because I would have put that action in. Washington's up 3-1 over Boston. That's sort of what we expected. Colorado's beating Philly 3-2. That's interesting. Tampa Bay up 4-2 over Columbus and the over, which is what we expected. I get it. Okay, interesting. Well, let's go to the over. Well, let's check out quickly the basketball card. There's got to be something left. Oh, we only have the Golden State game left. Wow, Memphis is beating up on the Clippers. God, that would have been an easy cash. And Minnesota's beating up on Dallas, another easy cash. Detroit beating up on Sacramento, called that out earlier, easy cash. Interesting. It was nice to take a day off of this shit and not cap heavy right now. I think that the Golden State Denver over is still something I'm going to look at. And then the Anaheim San Jose under. So I might add those in I might add those in. Let's take a quick look at what they are. The line keeps going up. Damn it. I would have liked to have taken it at 229. It's gone up everywhere. Jesus. Still can get 231.5 at some spots. And then under 5.5, Anaheim, San Jose. Okay, so those are going to be my moves. I'm going to take the under Anaheim, San Jose, and I'm take the over. 231.5 is dangerous, but I think I'll probably do that. You guys can't do this shit without you, man. Much love. Cameron Raphael is bad news about the UFC. I don't think that's the kind of stuff we're hoping for tonight in the UFC action. But hey, to you guys, thank you so much. Truly, this was a really, really wonderfully fun day, and I will remember it for a long time. So much love. Let's get that cake. Let's say Alos bookmakers have a wonderful night with the UFC, and that does look good. That does look delicious. And I will stay in touch with you guys. Oh, Deep Banker's putting in some last minute NFL action. Got the Falcons plus 2.5. Up 21 cents. I don't get that, my man. Deep Banker, I got to take a better look at that. Atlanta Falcons plus 2.5, bet $5. You're cashing out for $5.21. What the fuck is that? Flo, you were very impressive today. Delta 75. Thank you so much for being on this. I will hit you for sure, Flo. I'll stay in touch. Mikey D, much love to all you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of all this. And let's get that cash. Cake. Oprah's hungry. Have a great night.